Warning. The following presentation may contain excessive alcohol consumption, obscene language, controversial opinions, heavy metal, and actual wrestling chat. As such, it has been rated M for metal.
Welcome to the Mosh Pit. Welcome along to the latest edition of Mickey's Mosh Pit. As usual, I'm your host, the heavy metal hooligan, Mickey Vago. So that's it. WrestleZone is back. A sellout crowd, over 200 people crammed into the Northern Hotel to come and see Halloween hijinks. And just what a night. Big thank you to everyone who came out to support us. Like, that crowd was loud. I mean, they were just ready for it. So we gave them exactly what they wanted, which is just a night full of top quality wrestling, which is what WrestleZone does best. So just action from start to finish. A few surprises along the way. The main one being my partner in the Rejected, Chris Archer, winning the Tri-Counties title from Alan Sterling in the main event. I'm so delighted for him, so happy. He has been doing this for 11 years at this point, and that's his first singles title. I mean, he got the "You deserve it" chant at the end of the night, which I think is very overused these days. However, he is probably the most committed guy on the WrestleZone roster. I mean, he's at every show. He does every gala. He's there for like ring builds. He does pickups and drop-offs. He does postering. He does pretty much anything that is asked of him. So he genuinely does deserve it. Like I said, I'm so fucking made up for him. I know we give him a lot of shit on this podcast. Like, we do take the piss quite a lot, but like, I'm genuinely so happy for him. So congratulations, Archer. As far as myself, they were letting me live out my ECW fantasies with the Halloween brawl against Zach Dynamite and Kayla Valhalla. So we had the usual stuff like kendo sticks and trash cans and all the other Halloween nonsense that goes with the Halloween brawl. I will say those kendo sticks, the handles were wrapped in Halloween tape. So before Billy Strachan demands on a steward's inquiry, like the Aberdeen Anarchy table debacle, they were Halloween related. I do know how to bend the rules as much as possible. Let's say, but yeah, no, that match was a fucking riot. I loved it so much. If you were there, or if you've seen pictures, you'll have seen the nonsense we got up to with the pumpkin helmets and sweets and just all the caper. So yeah, that was just a great night. Great to come out with the win as well, obviously. A big thank you to the very vocal Mickey Vago section of the crowd. Particularly my new number one fan, Kayla. Big thank you to her for finally taking that last Mickey Vago t-shirt off my hands. I've been carting that fucking thing to shows for like 2 years now. I just couldn't get rid of it. So thank you for taking that. Yeah, like I said, it was just a great night. If you go to Billy Strachan's podcast and the SWN podcast, you'll find a review there, which is very complimentary, as was Kaylee and Kyle Watt's review on the K&K Wrestling Factory. So go and give them a listen. They were very good. As far as today's episode is concerned, I do need to issue an apology before we go any further, because this episode is a complete fucking shit show. Like, more than usual. I will prefix this by saying I was very, very ill the day we recorded this. Like, I was full of the cold. Like, I was exhausted. Like, I spent most of the day lying on the couch. So before we started recording, I hadn't eaten for a start, but then I tried to pump myself full of just cold and flu medicine, so like your Lemsips and tablets and whatever else. And then I thought it would be a good idea to have a couple of nips of whiskey just to try and clear the system, let's say. However, I did not stop with the whiskey. So let's just say things got a little bit messy throughout the episode. So big thank you to my guests who were on for keeping it going and getting through it, because like I said, it was just a complete mess. So without ruining anything, we'll just jump straight into it. So here it is. It's the latest heavy metal mixer.
Should have had those 3 Guinnesses.
So here we are. It's Mickey's Mosh Pit. Though it's not the Mickey's Mosh Pit, it's the heavy metal mixer, because you can see we've got a few guests in. So before we get rolling, we'll just do the rounds and we'll introduce who's on this week. So up first, he's a big star in Scottish wrestling now. He's Billy Big Time. He's getting booked all over Scotland. He's been kind enough to grace us with his presence this time. It's Kayla Valhalla.
Oh, me? Oh, I thought you were talking about Ted O'Keefe there. Hi guys.
So as Caleb's given away, our second guest in the night, we've already his tag partner on, which was a complete fucking shit show. We'll see if he can match it. It was at the time the longest episode ever, despite the fact I was completely hungover. It's Ted O'Keefe.
I like how Dino got more of a mention in my intro than me, so thanks for that.
It's
Vago.
is what it is.
You gotta shine him up more because he always takes the pin.
You weren't at training today. I put everyone over.
Two people. Two people, a combined total of 2.5 minutes.
He still put them over.
It was true, yeah. I wasn't denying that part.
Up next, he's been a WrestleZone Regal Rumble winner. He's been a multiple time tag champ. I think at one point he was the most decorated tag champ at WrestleZone. I think Sterling's overtook him now, so couple more runs his tag he's looking for. So it's Bryan Tucker.
All right, boys. I forget about all that stuff. It seems like so long ago.
and last but not least,
least.
If you're watching the video, you'll see he's trying to take Tucker's place as all business. For some reason,
you can't see the bottom half. You can't see the bottom half.
Part in the back.
I didn't stand up. For whatever reason,
anyway. I've not started drinking.
He's got dressed up for this shit show for reasons unbeknown to anybody. It's Blue Thunder. Instantly fucked it.
He's hired. Get him. He's in.
Start as you mean to go on.
Oh, me. Good evening, my adoring public. It's been too long, or in your case, probably enough.
I like to think I'm thinking in an alternative universe, you must be Blue Wonder. Somewhere far away.
That's my jazz name from when I worked the clubs in New Orleans. It was quite the summer, let me tell you. But we're not allowed to talk about it for various CIA reasons.
Yeah, so that, like I said,
I'm going to start now. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's all right, isn't it?
That's water. There you go. That's water.
It's not. There is whiskey in there. It's lemonade. I look at
this is whiskey. Proper whiskey.
Oh, no, I'm on this tonight because it's the only bottle I could find in the cupboard.
Ooh, David Beckham. Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm also on these ones, despite the fact I went to Asda looking for the special edition ones the other day and I couldn't find any. So I've just
got one of them.
Ah, there we go. Snap.
There we go. Got one of them.
What is that?
It's Iron Maiden beer.
Right. Never heard of the band.
We'll explain.
Yeah. So, like I said, There was Asda were meant to be carrying special edition ones yesterday for the new album release, and for as far as we can work out, because of Scottish licensing laws, they didn't hear them. So I've emailed the brewery directly, fucking looking for some. That's how desperate I am. Just give some.
Bloody sturgeon.
God, you got to shame them on Twitter. That's how you do things these days, you know.
Aye.
Get the CEO tagged in and everything.
Aye, Mr. Is it Robinson's Breweries? Mr. Robinson. I'm assuming that's his name. I don't know.
Didn't Simon Garfunkel sing about them?
That was his wife.
Ah, right, sorry. Ooh, softy dog, isn't it? He gets around.
Yes, most disappointed in at Asda or whatever there might be on the socials. Yeah. Damn you, Walmart.
That'll be your trailer for this one. Just shaming fucking Robinson's Brewery in Asda. Get some fucking beer. Free beer.
He was so looking forward to it as well.
Oh, it's fucking
devastating.
Aye.
Body blow.
Like there's not many things I collect, but like I proper mark for like Iron Maiden or Motorhead beer or whatever. So special edition label. I was like, yeah, I'm all over that. Can't get it anywhere. It's like
fancy bottle caps and all that garbage.
Aye.
I'll have to keep that now. Bugger.
Oh, like I say, when I was emailing the brewery looking for the contact thing, there is one of those kind of frames you put the bottle caps in for all the different ones. It is 20 quid. I was like, that's a bit steep. I don't know if I like that. Just put them in a cupboard. Just so I've got them.
I can nail them to something. It's fine.
Aye. Bit of super glue and a bit of bud. That'll do.
There we go.
Close enough. Yeah, so that's enough of an intro, I would say.
Yeah, I think we're all here now. We're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.
What about him though? Does anyone ever introduce Vago?
No.
No, because he needs no introduction.
He does that little clip at the start as well, though.
Yeah, I've got an intro. I introduced myself. It's like, here I am. I'm
that's all right.
I'm the host.
Where you apologise in advance.
I don't want anyone feeling left out. That's all.
He needs to do the intro to apologise in advance for Archer. That's what he needs it for.
Yes, drunk Archer.
Oh, and you're the first person to mention bury someone. Ooh, since you've moved away, being the big shot now.
I mean, I don't really think we've got any shooters here, do we? Unless Bryan goes wild card.
I'm on a lot of over-the-counter drugs at the moment, so I can go just a bit.
He's a maverick.
Perfect storm.
So yeah, a couple of drinks in, we'll see where this goes.
Limber up, boys, limber up.
Yeah, you might be all business after all.
Yeah, we haven't seen what he's drinking, so I'm a bit concerned.
Oh, it's just some cider gimmick just now before I get onto the rum. You know the score, Ted. You know the score.
That's fine, as long as it's alcoholic, Bryan. I'm all good with that.
Just easing in slowly. Don't want to go straight in.
No, he's the type of person that I hate. It's like when you go to the bar, the pub. Depends obviously where your nationality is, and everyone has. You always have one drink. Like I drink Guinness because I'm Irish, and I always go Guinness, please. And then you always go, what do you want? And Bryan's the type of person, and many people go, oh, I don't know. Have a look. God, you sit there going. Eventually, Guinness in hand, the barmaid's looking, going. And he's like, oh, I don't know. Will I have that? Oh, I don't know. Just stick to one drink and just drink it. Sorry. And I'm speaking to a bunch of craftsman ale people as well, so this conversation won't go down well.
He's just waiting for you to order something for him. That's all.
I ain't his missus. I ain't done that.
Don't go down that route.
Just take the lead.
Set a time limit and say if you're not done in 12 seconds, it's a Guinness.
To be fair, if you kind of decide on which drink you want by the time the barmaid pours a Guinness and it's settled. That's plenty fucking time.
Very fair point. Guilty as charged.
It's like just a water. That'll do. Fuck you.
Aren't you the same? Aren't you like you like to mix and match your drinks? You don't go to a bar and be like, I'm having this.
Gimmick names. He's fucked already, is he?
Aye, twice. That's
This is like Haddo House all over again.
Haddo again.
That's 2 edits already.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll use your proper name. Sorry, Traitor. Have you ever went to a bar and like ordered something different all the time?
Yep, all the time, every time. Especially if I'm with you, Ted.
just to piss me off.
Yeah, I know you don't like it, so now it's a thing.
Yeah, I don't mind it when it's after a certain amount of drinks. Like I will do the same. But like just like you walk into the first pub and you're like, "What you're having? I'll have a Guinness." Oh, I don't know.
What do you do? What do you do if you're going somewhere and there's
what's
no
on
Guinness?
That? I just go, "What's the equivalent of Guinness?" And go, "That." I'm like, "I'll do." Simple as. I'm a simple man.
So
simple as when it comes to drink.
That could be dodgy.
So things are the equivalent of Guinness. I thought Guinness was like, one of a kind.
Lesser than Guinness, but closest to Guinness.
What's the most close? Okay, all right, okay. That's okay then.
Just
I'll let you off.
get a pint
You
of
get your
tenants.
sponsorship yet?
You go to the pub.
Oh,
just spend £2, get a pint of tenants. That'll do.
No,
That'll be a wanker.
that'll be a wanker.
Just aye.
That'll be a wanker.
5 tenants, please. That'll do it.
I think it was when we started drinking when we were 18, me and my mates, we had a set rules. It's like you don't order individually, order as a group, because don't piss off the bar staff. If you're ordering all tenants, just stick to one drink, and you all pay by cash, don't pay by card. Back in those days, that was the 3 rules. You just don't, if you're ordering the same drink, don't order it separately.
I see. When we first started drinking, and we were 17. This fucking statute of limitations just passed by now. Plus, we used to drink in the what was the name of the pool hall? It used to be done by the old college place. Was it? Can't remember what it was called. Ambassador. That was it. Ambassador. We used to drink in there, and it was me. Right. Like this is I'm 37, so that's 20 years ago now. And McEwen's Export was the cheapest thing they had on tap. So that was it. We used to just, McEwen's Export, that'll do.
That's another annoying thing. It's like you don't go for the cheapest beer. How embarrassing is it? Like when you walk in with your mates, like we'll have tenants or Guinness, and then one mate turns and goes, "What's your cheapest beer?"
See,
well, fuck me if we make the name drop.
It's embarrassing. You need to sort your life out if you do that.
No, we were in a club. Me and one of my buddies, we were in, and this was before I was married, so like we were trying to fire into some birds. So like we went to the bar. He says, "We'll get some champagne." Which Tucker will ken about because he's about the champagne. But he went to the bar and actually asked for, "What's the cheapest, the best champagne you've got?" It's like, it's like, you either want the best or you want the cheapest. You can't have both. But yeah.
Anyways, I've given 2 life lessons there, so I mean this podcast is already up there.
When do you leave? Is it now? Is that you done? Cheers.
That's me done.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest. I'll just leave. I peaked. 5 minutes in. Sure, fanned it out.
Yeah, I was going to say to be
fair, last longer.
Like Dino did 3 years, so like just saying.
That's not what his missus said, but that's fine.
I didn't think it was an enjoyable 3 years. It was just 3 years.
Has been said, yes, that has been said.
Quantity over quality. Come on now.
Quantity.
But yeah,
I have no such rules for ordering at a bar. I just look at the taps and say, "Yeah, that one looks nice."
Yeah, that's fine, but as long as you know before the bar staff turns up.
Not
you don't want the bar staff; they're busy. Like we don't have time for you to make a decision whether you're going to have Strombo or if you're going to have Strombo with dark fruits or like a rum and coke. Just deal with it.
It's got to be whichever beer has got the best pun or wordplay for the name nowadays.
That is a rule that's been put into play. Yes, very much so. there was one that I remember somewhere. It was a Predator reference, and it was just like goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus, and I'm having that.
Aye.
Oh,
Because
that
you
beats
can't
my,
say no.
that's my one I was going to say. I was in Archibald Simpsons, and there was one called Titanic. So I took a photo of it and tweeted it and said, "I bet that goes down well." And that was me, my peak of that year.
Yeah.
I approve.
It's all right to make jokes
Approve.
about that. Enough time has passed. You can make jokes about that now. You're fine.
I don't know. Ted would still offend someone.
Yeah. No, I mean, there's some woman out there I'll offend. That's just how it goes.
Well, he started at 1912. He's going to work his way up through the course of the evening. It gives him some leeway. I think we're all right.
I haven't even got to World War II yet. Hitler, man had a plan, executed it.
Sorry, folks, we've lost Ted's connection there.
Right, now pass over to Caleb, as people will say. I pass on to Caleb.
I'll keep a tally. You're all right.
We'll write down like how far in we are each time he does it as well, just so it's easier for you to cut.
Yeah, just timestamp it. It's fine.
Timestamp it all.
Caleb, I think it's your own fault. Because if you look at your name, look what it says.
Well,
you got to change your name, pal.
You're the same, but
What's my name?
I was
Caleb, what's
actually
my name?
thinking I will sort that for the next, because we're going to get kicked out in 8.5 minutes. So I will be changing it just for Ted to give him a bit of help. Jesus.
I actually didn't notice it until Bryan pointed out, so I don't think that'll be any help.
It's not going to help anything, is it?
The one we did with when Archer got very, very drunk, we had to do that for Connor, because Connor was just, he was fucked. Like, within 2 minutes, like before we even started recording, he was like, "Connor, we've already told you, come on, play the game."
Play the game.
And then,
That'll be a dick.
like I said, your partner Dino was on, and he made some very inappropriate name changes, which luckily didn't show up. Because if they did, I would have been cancelled.
Who do you like?
Yeah, he's controversial. Let's say that.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, but yeah, I'm the one that gets the heat. So I mean,
That just means he's clever.
God, don't say that. You'll snip it and use it against you.
I've had worse. 3-0 Israel. Lovely.
I thought you meant to say like a certain game I'm watching, which is not on today.
Is it Israel Austria? Isn't it?
Yeah, Israel 3-0 up.
So I actually need Israel to win, don't we? Oh.
As long as we win.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
That
helps.
If,
third. That helps if Scotland actually win. It's it's a massive advantage.
Well, what's going on?
So yeah, it's
so
like
Vig, are you joining us next time? We pretend to kick a ball about.
I can't. I'm on holiday. I'm away.
Oh no!
What was your last excuse again? It was.
I had a dog.
Good excuse.
I'll let you off for that one. Yeah, that's fine.
But no, this time I'm in Berwick, so it's a long trek just to play a game of football.
Especially when Archer's not going to be there.
Although you didn't want me playing, because I thought again Tucker's got the reputation for just being a complete hacker. I was just a fucking monster. I was just when I played Sunday League, that was my job, just the man at the back. Just if I get the ball, I'm gonna get the man. Fuck you.
Nah. I never play like that. Much shocking behaviour.
I was very reserved in that game, and then here comes little big boots, having done fantastically well in goals, and everyone's thinking, "Oh, well done, Ted. You're doing really well." And then he comes outfield and just absolutely shit houses everyone, just barging past us and throwing. I don't know who it was you binned first. Was it Bryan?
Corner got a good shoulder barge, just put it that way. Like, shoulder tackle. What's the problem with that? That's what I've been taught. Nothing but the best.
50-50.
Have you ever seen like Family Guy episode where Peter watches Roadhouse and just kicks everyone? The Roadhouse.
So yeah, you'll need to wait.
I wouldn't accuse Bryan of being a hacker. I would just say that he leaves one in every now and again. He's not as blatant as he just elbows you.
He leaves his mark.
He just makes sure you know he was there.
Undercover, undercover.
I really like to hope Blue Wonder is playing in his mask as well, though. That's the.
Not on that day,
Well,
surely.
I'd be long dead if that was the case. It was like 30 degrees.
It was a hot day.
Yeah.
So, Caleb, are you gracing us with your presence next time?
If it's the
We're gonna-
19th, I can't. No.
What, you got a Berwick as well? Is that the excuse you're using? Because it's not been used.
Aye.
No.
We're going on holiday together.
Yeah, we're bringing you the next mosh pit from there live.
Live. You got the set made up.
Near the families, this is me and Caleb, that's just us.
To be fair, I could go for a 20-minute walk and pop in on Vago's feed as well.
Yeah,
to be honest,
we could.
I dare you.
depends how long we take once we get kicked out of this. Just
Yeah.
I'll be back and go to the toilet, boys. Just turn up at his door.
Just give
You
me
don't tell the,
10 minutes. Just keep watching Caleb's window.
go on your phone. That'd be hilarious. It's a live action.
Yep. Just at that window at the back, just nose up against it.
It'd be a normal Saturday night for you then, Caleb, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if he wants to come have a look at my windows, that's up
As
to
you
him.
say, Vigo just turns up at your window.
You didn't want Vigo turning up at your window.
I think he's watching. He's scouting for the hijinks match. That's what he's doing. He's trying to look for weaknesses in through my window. If this is going to be announced by then, who knows? Who knows when the matches get announced? But
Yeah, this might be an edit.
They say, I was trying not to mention it, but enough.
Like at this point, 2 matches being announced, like we're getting back. There's no point in really getting into it because we're only fucking 3 minutes before we get booted out. But yeah, like as we record this, like we've already dated it by saying we're watching the Scotland game. So it's
No, it was never mentioned. Israel was mentioned, not the Scotland. I didn't mark that up.
like I don't know how many.
But if anyone watches it and just sees me go, it will give it away, which you have done.
Yeah, like luckily enough, you did that before we started recording, so it's.
No, watch it again. Honestly, watch it again. You see me. There's some missed chances.
We're all watching Soccer Aid.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling Scotland games these days?
Please send your donation to every Scotland fan who has to watch your shite. It's much
Lyndon
appreciated.
Dykes.
Anyone has to sort of watch that shite play. He'll go home. He'll go home tonight and be like to his missus, like, "You never guess what? Did you score, Lyndon?" "Yeah, I scored. It was amazing. I actually put the ball in the net. It was amazing." And then he'd be like, "Well done. I'm a footballer." "Yes, you are. Yes, you are."
Yes, you are, Lyndon. Yes, you are.
Pat on the head until he falls asleep. That's his wife's job.
Now get to bed.
He's got one, but he's not used to scoring, so I doubt that.
Well, there's the clip. You can tag him in it as well.
Aye, there's your clickbait.
Please.
Ted's got his shovel out burying Scotland players.
Yeah. Wasn't much wrestling. It was a whole podcast of Ted just annihilating Lyndon Dykes for no reason. But he had reasons.
Although we can't actually speak about football in this one because there is some football guys, and it was not like the last one I did when Ryan and Connor tried, and Archer just was like, "Fuck you."
Get all over it, did he?
Yeah, he wasn't interested.
When did Ryan ever become like an Aberdonian fan, like a die-hard? He seems to be like very, yeah, we're going to win. All of a sudden.
He does. I did notice
because
this.
in Europe? Or was?
Me.
We were. We're not anymore. We don't speak of that anymore.
Yeah.
Right, well, I guess we're getting booted out in less than a minute.
Yeah, so we're just filling time now. Like,
I think I'd rather have
invest in their podcast.
I'd rather have a countdown than just less than a minute because, like,
Yeah, I know.
it's so stressful.
It could be the Sopranos.
It does kick in. I think it's either 30 seconds or 10 seconds. I'm not sure which it is. It's one of the two. But you'd think I'd edit this out, but no, this is us staying on.
Oh, is this still the podcast?
This is the drama. Cliffhanger. Will they come back? Find out after the break.
Less than a minute to live.
You know, if you're not going to put pay for the full thing, you have to put commercials in now. You're going to have to get people to film commercials.
And nobody's
I'll do that.
got to sponsor this bullshit.
Oh, no, it doesn't ask me for consent this time. I just says, got it. All right. Sorry, American legal warning.
Yeah. Like, it never used to say that. Used to be able to just press record and to be just record. They wouldn't say anything. So, like, guys wouldn't have kind of on record.
Some
Just like
bugger
being in
somewhere
Hollywood.
complained, didn't they?
So I could have had some dirt on some guys if they actually gave me any fucking dirt that wasn't. I was just wasn't putting it in the usual podcast anyway, so it's fine. So, like, as you can see, we're back. This is we've had a commercial is before I get fit in.
Commercial. That's what we call them nowadays, kids.
Yes. Aye. And because, like, normally we come back for a break and we've got 4 guys on who've never done this before. Like, we've got to do the 3-band gig. I don't know if you guys have listened to this before, this bullshit. But, like, as wrestlers, we like to fantasy book, but because it's the Mosh Pit and I'm a music guy, we're not booking wrestling, we're booking bands, gigs. So since your
It's
first,
still the rule of 3, though. We're all right.
it is.
I'll get that in.
There is some guys that have put some wrestling psychology into this, and others that have just rattled off 3 fucking bands. So you can do this whichever way you want. So
There we go.
Since you're first on the screen, Caleb, and you're sort of a music guy, we'll go with you first.
This question, anytime I've listened to this and you've asked this question has hurt my soul. It's changed because it changes every time. I think Swift said his changes every time. Mine changes like every day or on the mood. And then I thought, oh Christ, I'm actually going on again. I'm actually going to have to answer this.
Yeah.
Shit. So
like I said, you're booking your dream gig. You've got 3 bands. You've got an opener, a mid-card, and a headliner. Any era, any band, alive or dead, broken up or still together.
Right.
So go.
Right. So I'm going to base this on bands that I wouldn't be able to see now, that I would have loved to have seen. And okay. We're going to start with Pantera.
I assume they would be in there somewhere, but yeah.
Yeah, because I'm never going to see them. I mean, there's other bands I probably put in above them, but I could potentially see them one day. I ain't seen Pantera ever.
Yeah.
So they're opening for me. Then I'm going same train of thought, Beastie Boys. And then
one of them dead, didn't they?
Yeah.
Aye. That's
and then
the other 2 ain't looking too sprightly.
and then we're going to finish with Rush.
Bravo, sir.
That's my, and it's a nice eclectic mix. We got some metal, we got some rap in there, some hip hop, and then we got some prog rock. So
yeah,
it tickles a few different things. I had a different answer like a week ago when I was thinking about this. but Pantera wasn't there before, but I think there's other bands there, like Chili's and stuff, and other bands I hadn't seen. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it changes all the time. So I'm like, oh, but I'd really like to see those bands again. Yeah. So they'd maybe, but no, fuck it. If I'm fantasy booking, I'm bringing people back from the dead. Fuck it.
Aye, I'm allowing this on this bullshit because there's guys that think fucking Queen. Like, obviously, Freddie's been dead for fucking 20 years, 30 years. I don't know how long he's dead now. Aye, 30 years at this point. It's like if guys are saying Queen. It's like, well, it's allowed. You can bring them back.
Yeah. And if I'm not really one for worrying about the eras of it either. I know Martin will be upset.
to be fair, the only guys that have gone into any fucking sort of detail is Martin and Scotty. That's the only 2. The rest of them are just like,
well, I can't believe that for a second.
Here's 3 bands.
Are you worrying about triggering Martin? Oh my god. Even mention his name will trigger him. You probably get a tweet later.
We had to sit through a bloody music quiz with the 2 of them.
Caleb, you probably get a tweet later.
Cool. Thanks. We'll use that one, Ted.
Tally. I've got tally. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm on 4 now.
Timestamp that one.
Oh,
Are we going to talk about the Haddo House? Because we've talked about our Haddo House moment, Vago.
Yes, we have. It's come up a couple of times.
But Ted, our Haddo House matches where we were teaming together, and
against Blue Wonder and Bryan. Yeah.
Bloody hell,
Bryan.
Bryan.
Oh, we were all there.
I never took the time to learn his last name because I didn't see the point.
It's a Haddo House.
Never wrestled each other.
So 2 matches, we're teaming together, and I think Mikey Innes has talked about he loved our team dynamic. What was our team dynamic, Ted?
My team, our team dynamic was that me completely losing it and calling you by whatever name came into my head. A certain name kept on coming up, like begins with an A, and you had to grab me by the neck and just shout Caleb in my face. But apart from that,
pretty much every time. It's Caleb.
Every time, yeah. Like I was in the middle of the audience at one point, and even sitting down, you came over and grabbed me and shouted in my face. I wasn't scared, aroused, maybe, but you know what? I deserved it.
It was a good time.
Yeah. And that's why I'm not tag team champ.
Well, do you know your partner's name now though? Like you actually team with, so. We just didn't have that chemistry yet. You hadn't learned my name yet. Sure.
I was just so like nervous working with like an outside talent like a future outside talent. I was so nervous. I was like, oh, I'm so scared if I'm going to muck up with him. I don't want him to go back down to Fife and be like, oh, bad mouth me.
I barely trained down there. I just shit on you all the time.
See these Aberdeen guys.
I wear your T-shirt to training. How dare you? Where's my? In here? No, it must be in the. Oh no, here it is. There we go. See, I've got your T-shirt, man. There we go.
Free advertising.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
There we go. Yeah.
First commercial.
I put people over. I put people over. Even on podcasts, I put people over. Look at me. I'm all good.
That's your
so guys,
what you've ever done.
Yeah. I'm cutting this. This is a commercial.
Paid for by the following.
So apart from that, carry on.
Where were we?
You were saying Vigo.
Yeah, we weren't anywhere, but we're just speaking about Haddo House, which we all happened to be there.
Yeah,
there's a lovely photo of me and hugging, and there's
you and who?
I don't know who it is, but
that's a dead fly. Hold on.
There's a photo of me and Caleb hugging this stranger I've never met before, with the love underneath it. It was a very manly moment.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It brings a tear to the eye.
Yep. Especially when I still can't get your name right.
No. This is it. He's just trying to neg me. He's just trying to get me into bed by calling me the wrong name and everything. That's what it is.
It never works calling the wrong name in bed. It doesn't work. They don't like that.
You know what? I'm glad. I wish you told me that now, because that maybe explains why I'm single now. Anyway, okay. What we're talking about like future bands and all that jazz.
Of all the times for you to remember to shout Caleb, that wasn't it. You should have known that going in, so to speak. Sorry.
Caleb, this might be a bad time to mention. That's the reason why, in my past relationships never worked out because of you.
Yeah. You're not the first. It's all right.
Anywho, there's a question.
There's no questions on this. It's just see where we go. It is where we end up.
He's already
like every other training session where it's just me getting shot on.
See, that's because you reckon Wednesdays is the night to come in.
I do a lot of running there, so I'm like,
aye, no, it's all cardio. which like Thunder on but it's cardio. Connor found out all about this the other week. He's like, we did this on Thursdays. I say, oh well.
That was a good laugh. Thinking he was going to pass out like 10 minutes into a session. That was great. That was. It's like he's gone very white. What's wrong with him?
The training session today must have been just a timid one then, because
very much.
He was fine, and I was like,
we did nothing.
Well,
we did nothing. We did fine.
Dynamite wasn't there, so you're fine. It's when Dynamite's there.
He is a machine when it comes to cardio and just going for it. I'm not going to shoot on him because, like, literally, I know it's going to come back at me. He's going to make me do a lot of drills. He is a machine at it.
It's
So
all right. He can't do yoga to save his arse though, so he's fine.
I know, but you don't do
terrible
yoga
at
in a
it.
match, so it's fine.
What's your shine? I do a little yoga.
Hey, if it makes you different,
Downwards dog. Fair enough.
That's DDP's gimmick now. So
it works for him. He's loaded.
Aye. Yeah, if you can work some yoga into your match, I'd be impressed.
I can put yoga in a match, but then will it make sense? Is a different question.
Well, to be fair, half the matches we've had haven't made sense.
Oh god, you must have known we were speaking about him. And Zach Diamond just messaged.
Ooh,
I know,
spooky.
spooky.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's telling you, you better,
Behaviour.
after hearing about this, you better get your cardio shoes on.
yeah, all the drills for me make up for it.
See you at the academy 9 o'clock tomorrow, pal.
You know, he's trying to make my door. He doesn't drive. He doesn't know where I live, but he'll find a way.
Although speaking about guys who know something, like we at training last week, we were doing backdrops, and we, like, me and Dynamite joked that like somewhere Archer's fucking backdrop sense is tingling. Like he can sense us the backdrop's going on, and he's instantly in his way there. It's like the meme kind of like, I come over, my parents aren't home. It's like we're doing backdrops, and Archer's like that.
That just describes Archer's love life, I guess, doesn't it?
Well,
Nothing wrong with loving wrestling.
it's
I like
No,
how
he
no
means
one
he's
else
usually
went,
upside
yeah.
down and falling from a
Yeah.
height.
He was like, oh, love the guy. He was helping me out today, so I'm not gonna. He helped me out a lot, so I'm
yeah.
not gonna judge everyone else.
How is he after he had a wee accident? Anyways, is he
He's
all
just
right?
Archer.
He's been
yeah,
broken for
just
years.
Archer.
You didn't
Yeah.
notice.
like Mr. Burns while Aziz is trying to get through the door? It's like
If
Yes.
anything, it's aligned his spine. Just that's.
He's actually, this crash might have done him good, apparently. Like, going, who knows? Might fix some issues he's had. I don't know. I hope he's feeling all good.
He showed me the picture of his car.
Yeah.
Aye, his car
Then
didn't
he-
look good.
No, he did not.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Is it bad?
He was telling them that they gave him a courtesy Volvo. I was just like, oh, you got a proper grown-up car.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Although
Did he
this,
get a badger?
in true Archer style, it was like he showed me the picture of his car, and it's like the back panel had been caved in, and he's like, but because I sit so far back, like if he'd been sitting like a normal fucking person, like upright, he would have been fine. But because he was sitting so far, like the car had hit the car
What?
because he'd been sitting so reclined, like he got whiplash. He's like, only Archer. Just,
Why is it always the smallest people decline so far back in the chairs in the car?
yeah.
Like, I ain't the tallest person, but you know.
It's like
maybe
Archer-
this will only work for the video version, but I assume this is Archer in his car.
just peering over.
Just
The dashboard's like here.
there's the steering wheel, and there's Archer's eyes.
maybe he feels too tall if he sits upright. I don't know.
No, I'll tell you
What,
why.
does
It's
he
'cause
feel like he's a normal person or something?
if you sit upright in his bloody car, your head is out the roof
Oh, he's that small.
because it's too friggin' low.
That's right.
He's got a point
Get
there,
a
he's got
proper
point.
car.
Is this the same car he was super protective of at the Comic Con?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
The one that
We were all,
me and Bradley may or may not have put a dent in.
oof.
Oh dear.
Oh,
dear.
Me and Swift were teasing spots around it, like whipping him into it and all that, and he would reverse it and all that. We were like, whoa! And you just saw Archer coming over like, oh my God.
Does Archer actually listen to these or watch these podcasts?
No, he does. He's in on the joke at this point. He kind of gets mentioned every episode.
All right. Archer, I'm not in on it. I apologise. It's like, I think you're
It's fine.
fantastic.
Like-
These guys. Can't.
Like I'm saying about the statute of limitations, his car's written off now. It's fine. The dent doesn't matter.
Oh,
It wasn't us either. It's fine.
And to be fair, it was Bradley. Like I worked it. Bradley didn't. He just fucking hit his car. It's like, no, Brad. He's on Bradley. It's like, Bradley, we'll fuck with Archer. We'll go across and we'll do a thing on his car. batter. Here's a big fucking dent. I will work with this way now.
You still politicking your way through scenarios. Love it.
Yeah. Looking off that match wasn't recorded for whatever reason. It's like, that's fine. There's no evidence of it. There wasn't us.
There's no evidence.
Apart from the fact that I've just mentioned it here, but yeah. I don't know how permissible this.
It might not be true.
Yeah. How permissible
you can
this is evidence.
Take that dent, or if not, this car's been written off. I'm pretty sure he's got bigger fish to fry than this now.
Yeah. Like that. There's a bigger dent in it now.
Yes.
Yeah, but like I said, I love Archer bits, but he's fucking hard work.
That's that yet another gimmick. Take a note of that, Bri. Hard work, Chris Archer. That goes on the list.
That's a few bit of paper at this stage.
That's their gimmick. That's just Archer.
If it sticks, it's fine.
You guys are all in or have been in tag teams. So, who is the Archer of your teams?
Archer.
Archer.
Oh yeah, you Vago, obviously. But the other guy,
it's like the question: who's the Shawn Michaels? Who's the Marty Jannetty? No, who's the Chris Archer?
Who's Archer? Who's
Chris Archer?
Right. Ted, you or Dino? Who's the Archer?
Ooh.
Well, to be fair, Dino takes all the pins, so he's the Archer.
I don't know where this has come from. I have to go.
It's from him taking all the pins.
It's from a visual encounter with your magic.
You know what the annoying thing is? It's like you were thinking about this today, Blue Wonder, is that you should take a note of all your matches you've had, and I don't, because I generally don't. I do care, but I just don't care.
For prosperity, for looking back later.
But then it's like now I don't have the evidence to say no. I've taken X, Y amount of pins more than Dino, but I've got no evidence now. So it's obviously everyone's word against mine.
See, in the next break.
That's why you should have written it down.
I've got a notebook upstairs with all my matches.
I like how you think I can write.
I guarantee I can go upstairs and get that notebook, and every tag match we've ever had, Dino's taking the pin.
Go on, I dare you. Because you know why? You know why? It was in Vanuvi. You did your new finisher move, and you dropped me on my head, and I got a massive concussion from it, and you dragged me and pinned me. Archer was going to pin me,
so
and you pushed him aside and went, no, I'm taking the pin, and put it down, and then Archer was on top of you. Yeah, no, but that's not the point. But you were adamant. You were like, even if you weren't, I think Archer was just went, okay. So he wasn't arguing with that one. So yeah, no, I remember that pin. Well, I don't until I watch the video for that. Yeah, apart from that, yeah. So
who's the Archer?
Who's the Archer? I probably have to say. Well, no, actually, in all fairness, like I think we're neck and neck. So I have to leave it to the other you guys to decide which one it is. And that'd be Dix, just because I'm here. But like, seriously,
yeah, you're the Archer.
All in favour?
Aye.
Motion carried. Dead's the Archer.
Fantastic. No, but Archer's a fantastic person, and he's loved by many. So I would love to be him. There we go.
That's it.
And yeah, I'll still get heat for that. I don't know why. It's what I do.
You're probably in line for being the drunkest at the end of this one, I think, as well. So
he's on the hard stuff. So yeah,
straight in with the proper 12.
So to be fair, I've got 6 beers. I'm just going straight on the whiskey. So as the host, I could be completely. This could be a mess by then.
Hold it together, Vigo. Hold it together.
Right, we're here. We're here for each other. Team effort. Come on. I will. In terms of just answering the question, I will take the nod as being the Archer of our team. Thank you. For whatever reason you want to give it, I don't care.
No, I wouldn't.
Even when you take the stupid bumps with Archer.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You take the drop kick. You do the drop kick. Take the ridiculous shit. You're the Archer.
Right now, I've got longer hair. Right now, I'm very broken physically. What else? That probably does it, to be honest. I've only ever had the one gimmick though, so therefore me and Archer just cross paths. We don't meet because he's had about 14.
Well, unofficial gimmicks.
They count. They exist in our hearts and in our minds, and you cannot take them from me. Yeah, I'll take it. It's fine.
Yes, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being the archer.
I like status quo.
There you go. Although I like status quo, just need the extent Archer does.
That was maybe I shouldn't say it, but fuck it. Sorry, Mum. We've put it in my head now. The when we were going over his ideas for some stuff, young Evan Young decided that he might want to use "Rockin' All Over the World" for his entrance music, and it's just like, you're not a 50-year-old man, mate. What's wrong with you? But he says he likes it, and who am I to judge? I like it too.
Yeah, I might.
You like it. You like it. You like it. You like it.
There we go. See?
Yeah,
somebody's playing along.
I might lose a tag partner at this point. Like it might just be Archer and Evan.
My first thing I said to him was, "You better clear it with Archer."
Yeah,
but you can't be doing that if you're on back.
Like I said about the backdrop, the fucking thing was tingling. No, this is his status quo is tingling now. You can hear it.
Like 20 minutes ago, she was like,
"Yeah."
We
just did half an hour on how he was in a car crash and how he's broken physically, not a peep. Status quo. Hold on.
He's heading out to the Globe right now.
I think someone mentioned Francis Rossi. And then he's off. He's out.
Do you think the only reason one of the main reasons he survived the car crash is because he was listening to status quo at the time? If not, no, it would have been him.
He survived it because he was already broken. He couldn't get any more broken. That's how he survived that.
But yes, he would have been listening to status quo.
He would have. Like me and Martin joked, or Scotty, whoever it was, he's got his glove with 5 bands on it. He's got status quo, he's got Def Leppard, he's got his Poison, White Snake, and I can't remember who the last one was, but yeah, he's got 5. Skid Row.
Skid Row.
That's his 5 bands he listens to. Like that's
is that not from Little Shop of Horrors? Oh no, that's fine. Sorry, carry on.
You're on your own, pal. You're on your own.
Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. No, it's fine. Carry on.
I think the whiskey's hitting him.
I'll sit back in here and watch a game that isn't live at the moment.
That's why you watch them.
Is it Israel?
Right, what are we on? This something else. It's all right.
Yeah, what you opening now? Is that a gimmick beer or is it?
Jesus Christ! This bottle opener's crap.
I see it opening. He's trying.
We'll get there. Look, there we go. It's this one.
Aye. I'm going to hit beer as well.
Aye, this one.
That one, yeah. Your lighting's better. There you go. Yeah.
That I've not opened yet. Like I said, I've got 6 beers here, and I've not opened any of them.
I'm
straight in the whiskey.
Yeah, I went in on a case of these, and then promptly forgot about it.
Is that the one that looks like a flight case?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got 2 of them. I've not opened yet.
Best before August 2020.
Oh, I better check.
Wow.
Nah, this is January 22. It's fine. We've got plenty of time.
There you go.
It's all right. The last year doesn't count, so you'll be okay.
Aye, you can add a year on.
Oh,
it's fine.
It's still in better. It's still in better shape than me. It's all right.
I realized today I've spent more time unable to wrestle because of COVID than I have been on shows.
Wow.
That is a rough one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm an anxious mess about every single one of those bookings. Looking at that calendar, like, oh fuck, let's go.
Okay, Caleb, we'll get it. You've got
6.
That's 5.5. That's 5.5.
6.
That's 6. He corrected himself straight away. So it's...
I'll just go back to watching my football. Sorry, carry on.
I was just getting my beer and thinking I might need a pee eventually, and then I don't have Martin here today to be my pee buddy. So if anyone wants to be my pee buddy today,
take a shift, yeah.
Sync
Let
up
me
with
know. We'll
somebody.
sync up. We'll sync up. We might be
Well, then
unspoken. We'll see what happens.
You get pee breaks in this?
Yeah, every 40 minutes.
Well, unless you'd rather just piss yourself on camera, it's up to you, really. I mean,
Yeah, you can't do a Jim Ross and just piss in your seat. I don't care. It's up to you.
I thought it
it's your
was like
seat.
this mattress. Is it? No, it is.
Yeah.
like I said, you like up here business, down there you can't tell. I'm fine.
Just Walloper hanging out. It's
Swimming.
Like a flood.
It's like, it's summer's gone pretty much, but I wanted one last paddle. So
He's got a mask up there and a mask in there.
well, that's always the case. I mean, you want to be picked out of a lineup.
Although we did joke at one show, like when in the Vader thing before he passed, like that was a picture of him, just his knob out, like that was it, and he was like watching porn in the background or whatever it was. I was like, that would have been instantly better if he just had a wee Master on mask on it.
Just little steam coming out of it. 10 out of 10. Yep.
Yep. Like, I don't remember who. I doubt with the names who was there because I don't remember one of them. I can that, but yeah, there was a few guys. I was like, that would be instantly better if he just did the wee Master on mask just on the end. He's Todger just
There's an image for everyone to deal with. Thank you very much. Good night.
There's the level we're sinking to in this bullshit. Vader's fucking cock.
Which famous mask would you put on this wrestler's penis? Send your answers on a postcard to P.O. Box Chris Archer, London W1.
So we've got 9 minutes. See, that's counting down now. I've got a countdown now for some reason.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. So there is that.
Maybe it changes it up. Just keep you on your toes.
Yeah, it must do. Like
Bloody technology.
Like I did update Zoom. It asked me to update it, so I did an update.
Well, I did that in between calls. Yeah. And I was
Sick
panicking.
of
I
it.
wasn't going to get back on because it would have shut down everything. But no, it was all right.
Absolutely sick of Zoom and Teams and whatever other platforms. Yeah, sorry, that's my moan. Just I was so enthusiastic. First lockdown, we're getting everyone together and all that stuff, and now, just live my life on it, man.
Will we phone you on the proper telephone? Will that be better?
Aye, yeah.
We'll send you an email.
Do it by written pen letter, pen pal, whatever. See,
smoke signal. Carrier pigeon.
Brian, you still remember when we used to set up Zoom calls for the Bundesliga?
Oh
just
man,
because it was football. No idea who we were watching.
The Zoom, yeah.
Just the worst. Watching it in empty stadiums with that faked in noise and trying to get excited about, I don't know, Eintracht Frankfurt against FC Cologne, whoever it was,
I've got to try and enjoy the time we spent together, so it's fine.
Little did Bryan know at the time he was scouting Leon Bailey.
True, I didn't know who he was when we signed him, so that's a fair shout. And Sancho as well.
Silver linings.
Yeah, no, I put in a good word with Dean Smith, of course, and said,
I would have thought nothing less.
Yeah, but Dean Smith probably did the same, actually.
There you go, Vega. There's some football for you.
Right. We've got 7 minutes left. Pull your boots, boys.
We're talking about last season's Bundesliga.
This is what's come to. Although I am disappointed that I'm fairly sure Ted and Caleb aren't in this year's fantasy football league.
Yeah, that's a poor show, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do it for like 2 weeks and then I just can't be fucked in. My team stays the same the whole season.
Oh no, this season we are bullying people into doing it. You're fine.
Yeah. It's not one for me.
It's like we have to stop Connor winning.
Yeah, all
or at
class.
least leading for the majority of the time.
I did enjoy beating Connor last season. That was good.
Oh,
If they're being a
Mickey-
couple 100 points behind, fuck you,
He-
Connor.
he was so cocky about it. So cocky about it. So funny. Like, oh, I'm leading both leagues, and here comes Vago.
Yeah. Aye, just here comes Vigo. Here comes Vigo from fucking last.
A comeback.
I just let like last season just threw me by these fucking random fucking here's a Wednesday night kickoff. It's like fuck off.
Yeah.
What the fuck's this bullshit?
Yeah, it's like we'll have a game week finish on the Tuesday, but there's another one starts like 10 minutes later.
Come
It's just like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Get fucked. Like I might have had a challenge. I think I don't know. Like obviously Thunder won it.
You're too modest.
I'm unsure how. Like it was less than 100 points I think in it.
Oh bloody yeah! No, I was shitting it by the end.
I was like, if I hadn't fucked that many fucking game weeks, I might have won it.
Yeah, probably you would have. Yeah.
Like I like to hear like as it usually goes. I'm shite for the first 3 months just till I get because I'm a stat guy. I was like,
well, you got to set up your heat, and then you got to come into it.
Here's my comeback.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, talk about fire. Whew, me.
Yeah. Like I'd written off the one we did like the draft league where it was last season. I'd written that off.
That didn't work. That's why I didn't bother with
I was like, I'll buy the 2 best keepers and I'll fuck Abdi up. Nah, didn't.
No, didn't at all.
Completely fucked it. So it's like, this is where the thing is, and then obviously everyone got shut down, and then we were how many months without football, and then it come back, and like we're saying, it was like Tuesday, fucking Wednesday kickoffs, and then getting the set with the team. I was like, fuck that. And then, like I said, I managed to beat Connor. I'm happy with that. Like he's
out for revenge this year, though. He's totally going for it now.
Totally. But you see, you don't win anything in August. I've told him before.
Yeah. Just give a couple.
It's all right
months.
being 200 points clear or whatever.
Well, let's see the stats.
It's amazing how Connor can check his fantasy football league, but he can't check his messages regarding yesterday.
Ted's back in the room.
He's right, though.
And carry on, guys.
So, any of you boys thinking about putting Ronaldo in?
He's already in.
Aye,
I can't afford it. I'd have to make too many changes.
I took Fernandes out because I'm not sure how many games I put Fernandes out and put Greenwood in. That's how much I had to fuck about.
Yeah, it's kind of that thing you got to have him, or you take the hit for not having him.
Still, no. See, I still want to put in Lukaku.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing, isn't it?
I'd probably go with that ahead of Ronaldo, to be honest, which sounds daft, but there you go.
So I've got Kane. Kane is my top one, and you just know that he's going to start banging in goals. Obviously, Tottenham won't go anywhere. I don't feel.
But Spurs.
And that's the thing. You don't need to worry about Kane any defending points because he's up front. It's like just score. Don't care.
Yeah.
See, this issue I have with like fantasy football teams is that I'm a just diehard Liverpool fan through and through. So like I don't want to support any other player. So if Harry Kane scores, that annoys me. I don't want them to do well. And like same with like Fernandes or Ronaldo. I don't want them to do well. I want them to do shite. So I don't want them to do well. But then that's what struggles with me.
When I jumped in on a league with some boys last season doing the Scottish Premier League. And very deliberately, 0 Rangers, 0 Celtic, because I do not wish them any success in the world at any level.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. I don't think the one time we did it and won, first time we've ever done it, I did not put any Man United players in it because I just couldn't do it. Just could not do it.
I think I'm along similar lines to you, Ted, because I'm more a Liverpool fan than I am a football fan, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas I don't, if I don't have a vested interest in the outcome of a game, like I can watch Scotland because I want Scotland to win. I can watch Liverpool because I want Liverpool to win. But if I don't have a vested interest, I find my interest just fucking wanes. So as soon as we're dealing with Chelsea and Man U players and all that stuff, I'm just like, fuck.
It's like Lukaku, fantastic, but I don't want him to do well. I want him to flop.
That's why I'm surprised I did any fucking thing in fantasy football because I don't watch any football. Like unless I'm in the pub, I don't watch any football. So it's just because it's stats. That's up there.
Yeah.
Moneyball, Mickey Vago.
He's a number cruncher.
like my old job.
Soon as Archer decides to fly solo again, we've got a new gimmick for Mickey. We're all right.
Like my old job, I used to get a lot of free time, so it was like I could scan through the stats. Or this guy's going in, this guy's. But now I don't have so much free time, so I'm not as good at it. But I'm still watching literally no football. Yeah, we're a minute down, but yeah, like I said, it's
now it goes back to less than a minute. Just put Caleb on edge.
It could end any time. Where's the commercial going?
I still think you should film stupid commercials just for the fun of it. It will be hilarious.
If boys were willing to do it, if guys were willing to give,
I'll get you one.
Bullshit.
I'll get you one. That's all right. I've got one up here already. I'll get you one sent over.
Right.
So you can do one of like the outfit has a message, and then we start speaking, and he cut us off just because he hate us.
You're watching you're watching the wrong game tonight, by the way.
Scotland's playing.
Austria got it back to 3-2, and now Israel have scored again.
Right. Well, I'm not Austrian, so
you could be.
Yeah.
You ever tried?
I don't think you could be.
I tried.
Here we go.
Recording in progress.
Then controversial.
Recording in progress.
So since we're back, we're doing the dream gig thing again.
Oh, we were there, yeah.
Yeah, we were. Like we've hit the commercial, we're back in. So since Ted is the next one on the screen, like we'll see how far he can lower the bar in this.
Where's the popcorn?
See if you mention like I'll pre-warn you, I can you're like this Irish dude. If you mention U2, you're instantly out. You're just
no. I've got taste.
Be
judging by my access, but you know.
The cause.
No,
well, there you go.
Bewitched.
I've got very bad taste at I've got very eclectic taste in music, whereas it's not very that popular. But I didn't know this question was going to be answered because I didn't do my research. So I'm going to have to go with bands I've seen that I would like to, start, middle and end.
It's your dream gig. You can book it any way you want.
It won't be seen because that'd be an absolute lie. So be seen half, wish I'd seen. So it's probably the best one. So probably the opener would be My Chemical Romance because I saw them live.
Sorry, Ted's connection has been lost at this point.
Who invited Lewis?
I'm so glad I'm not on with Martin and Scotty.
Hold on, I'll phone
They will
him.
see
Hold
this,
on.
though. They will see this.
This bit ain't getting cut.
But Martin's probably going to give me some angry tweets again, so that'll be fun. Tell me that Man City's won the league, something like that. And then the middle one would be Proclaimers. Fun fact, I saw them a week apart. Proclaimers first, then My Chemical Romance.
I thought you just meant one Proclaimer, then the other. I thought
No, yeah,
It was a week how long it took you to walk the 500 miles. Sorry.
The very precise where the gigs are, that 500 mile.
It's a bloody big stage.
I love it. My headliner would be the greatest band of all time, and anyone who doesn't agree with this is wrong, and I will fight them, is Queen.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, but I don't. It's
it's
fair.
Vago, you're wrong. Simple as. So Queen's the greatest band of all time, and that's exactly who headline.
Stop sitting on the fence, Runcie.
That's a testament.
I'm the guy that always plays both halves. Yeah,
no.
I'm always,
wait a minute. We're speaking eras. Are you speaking Freddie Mercury era or Paul Rogers era?
No.
We're not even giving you Adam Lambert.
No one should. No, you're very good point there. No, when I speak about a band, when they were the band, not like when fucking Paul, the bass player just fucks off just because he doesn't want to do it anymore. No. It's literally, what if Mickey Dykes? No, we're talking about all of them. Paul Deegan, Bryan May, Freddie Mercury, and all that.
And the other one, the drummer.
Roger Taylor doesn't count. Like, just leave him. No, he does.
Oh, when Bill, I watched the episode when Bill was on, and William Sterling, he said about Feeder, the drummer.
What was that, Caleb? What was the name? Was that Caleb?
Well, I mean, William is short to Bill anyway, so I mean.
Caleb, do you want to start your sentence again? Go on.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, so when Bill Sterling was on,
so when William Sterling was on, and he was talking about Feeder, and like, oh, is it before or after the guy died? And he's like, it's a drummer, it doesn't matter. I was just fucking dead. Wow. I almost fucking came off the road. I was listening to it while I was driving. I was like, oh my God. After being in a band and everyone shitting on drummers for so long, you know, it's... Oh, that got me. I'll allow Queen in the discussion for best band ever, by the way, Ted. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Fucking shoot.
They're in the discussion.
For sure.
John Deacon.
Sorry, it's John Deacon, not Paul. John.
Yeah, it's John Deacon.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Deacon Blue Thunder.
But no, the greatest band of all time, and something like this. If you're at a party and then all of a sudden a Queen song comes on, everyone's fucking dancing. So when they're having that shite.
Well, like Caleb mentioned, Deacon Blue.
Moving on.
How old were you when you realised the guy for Sports Scene was in Deacon Blue?
No, bizarre.
I was today years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, there we go.
Like, it blew my mind.
I went to fucking Google that.
No, I saw them in a your show, and it was not that long ago. Like, it was kind of one of these Hogmanay fucking, here's Jackie Barb, and here's Deacon Blue. It's like, that's the guy for Sports Scene.
Come on.
Mind blown. It's like, fucking hell.
Oh, you're right.
He's looking up. Sorry. Fun fact, I'm a massive fan of Queen, like literally massive fan. But yet, Freddie Mercury was never alive in my lifetime.
That's all right, though.
So yeah, it's annoys me to this day. Pains me.
For someone who's supposed to be Irish, they mentioned any Irish bands. I'm quite surprised.
I am multicultural. Thank you very much. I'm not one-dimensional. I have many layers to me, like an onion.
Many layers. Makes people cry.
Not parfaits. No, onions.
Everyone likes parfait.
Brilliant, love it. I still got that.
Yeah, I'm all about the Shrek references. That's my era.
Anyway, so I've named I've named the greatest lineup ever. So who's second? Go on. Anyone else?
It's a hell of a jump from Proclaimers to Queen, isn't it?
My chemical demand starts the thing, so it's not that much of a jump. Like I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's a fucking big jump from 1 to 2 to 3.
There are 3 bands that get mentioned in sentences very often, are there?
When do you do the raffle?
Fucking
I guess. Well, I'll jump in with my question.
There's no pre-show, by the way. Actually, I'm not on it.
It's VIP. So I'll come to Bryan with my question then. Between you and Sean, who was the archer?
Oh yeah, we'll get back to this.
I'm going back because I know I see the answer.
Go back.
I'm interested.
Don't know how. I mean, I was procrastinating about it and thinking.
Yeah, you were dodging it.
Because I can see.
As soon as I saw you dodging it, I was like, I'm asking him next time.
Procrastinating, dodging.
I mean, my cop-out answer was going to be me because I've started wearing bandanas just at training, just because, you know. But I might be used to Archer, so give me convincement and all that.
But... Are they his bandanas? Like the rumble we were in, Cove.
Cove Gala, yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah,
Everyone coming out in bandanas.
the Chris
No,
Archer
Raiding
memorial
his gear
bandana,
bag.
and he's still got like 100 left in his fucking suitcase. It's like,
Just bandanas
He
in
does have a
there.
lot though. Like that's pretty bad though. Like, well, it's pretty mad, I should say. Not bad. It's fine. He's prepared, but how many bandanas does he need? I've got
Like,
a big fucking head, so
like,
maybe
You've got to have a hobby.
I joked a few episodes ago, like can the guys have got like in their wardrobe, they've got like a tie rack and it spins around. Archer's got that, but it's just bandanas.
Bandanas.
Just spins around. It's just bandanas.
Have we talked about that Rumble on here before?
We haven't, so fill your boots.
Oh,
What a
so
landmark
for
achievement that was.
For anyone not aware, which is probably most people listening to this, because who goes to Cove Gala? Actually, quite a lot of people go to
It's
Cove Gala.
I
No one
actually-
listening, you know.
Caleb, you have to remember that
There we go.
I don't know I don't know much of anything.
I don't know much.
Caleb, I
No
don't know much
matter.
things. I don't get told much about these stories. So tell me, Caleb.
You were
Tell me.
there when we
Yeah,
all
but
went.
still need to tell me.
Okay. So what
I
was
was
it?
there in person.
It was Archer and someone the match before the Rumble, and they were just going to stay out there for between the Rumble and
Was
their
that
match.
Rumble? But fair enough. It's enough.
Was it Rumble? Was it?
Over the
Oh,
top
went
Battle
out-
Royale.
Same thing.
Oh, whatever. Jesus, pedantic bastard.
No, Scott.
So we all go out. We're in his gear bag. We're all taking like one of his multiple bandanas out, putting them all on, and then we just all head to the ring. And here's Archer seeing us all come in the ring, different colored bandanas.
Because he was in the ring at the time.
Yeah, he
wasn't
was in the ring, and we just all hit the ring with fucking bandanas on, like it
I
was nothing.
I forget these things.
Not selling it at all. We weren't selling it at all. He was just like. All I remember is like I had my bandana on, and I was in the corner, and I was hitting Vago and
I was there. I
Garrett.
missed this.
oh, was it just Garrick then? It was
must be
maybe
Garrick.
Garrick. I was hitting Garrick, and I was like, "That's the ball! Oh yeah!" Boom, I hit him. Oh, yeah! And then like he hit me back, and the bandana came off, and I was like, "Oh no!" I was like scrambling to put it back on. It's the fucking best.
Like those are the best. Like the galas are the fucking best. I love fucking
Yeah.
that. If there's anything I've missed most through lockdown, is galas because they're a
Yeah,
fucking
massively.
riot.
All the time.
Much fun.
All the time.
So much fun.
That's been a.
Massively.
It's,
Especially when the
it's,
gala when Liverpool won the Champions League that day. That was the biggest fun. Oh, sorry, I didn't mention Liverpool winning the Champions League.
Was that not Cove? That was the Cove.
Oh,
that was that
Cove.
same day.
That
was
That was the
same
same
day.
one, yeah.
And we got that
I-
picture
I-
of
I
us
looked-
like
I literally
hugging
lost-
again.
I lost every match that day, and yet still won the biggest one that of the day. So I'll take that.
That's Ted saying he took the pin a few times.
Apparently,
I
it's
was
the
in the
evidence
pit.
for
I
it.
was in the match. I broke my finger and almost broke my nose, but apart from that, it was all good. It's worth it. No, but no. Sorry, sidetrack. But yeah, galas are absolutely fantastic. Haddo House, and what was the one that you guys obviously? Oh God, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. No, you have to help me out with this one. The venue we do two matches at, which is out in middle of nowhere. Not middle of nowhere, but it's actually a
Might
pub.
need to narrow that down.
That's all of
Middle
them,
of
mate.
pub. No, we had to do two trips, like two shows, and
Oh, I'll be happy more.
Aviemore was it Aviemore. Yeah, because it was like
Is that
you
what it's
guys
like?
you guys went up that one day and it was absolute gorgeous sunshine. Like it looked
I'll be
like-
happy more. But don't
That
speak
was
about
my-
happy more though.
That was my first ever match in front of people.
Have you more?
Up at Aviemore, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, you. That's all right. Then. It wouldn't have been much bloody people.
Yeah, no, me and Thunder, and it was. I specifically remember that day. We were in getting changed, standard, just trainee kind of gear on or whatever, and I absolutely soaked myself with like water from the sink and everything. I was dripping, and then there was a short, like 5-10 second walk to the ring from where you entered, and by the time I got
From
to
the
ring,
pub.
I
Let's be
was
honest.
I was bone dry by the time I got to the ring. I was like, fuck. So I get in the ring and I'm working Thunder. I remember at one point he puts me down. He's like, stay there. And he's popping up to the second to come off with a with an elbow, and I'm lying on this canvas in like 27 degrees heat.
Burning.
And I'm looking at him going up, and I'm like, "Hurry the fuck up!"
No, you see, you've got to make them want it. You've got to eke this out.
You were flying through there. I was like, "Thank fuck!" Yeah.
Jeez.
The only time
we had rain.
I'm getting off the canvas.
Like we had actually rain when we went, so it was a contrast to what you guys had.
Ted will agree with me at this point. Like, see galas, if it's hot as fuck, you thank fuck you're wearing like shorts and tee. Like, obviously Ted's wearing shirt and fucking trousers. Because if you get the canvas, it's all right because you've got someone in your top half, someone in your bottom half. See, if it's cold as fuck and the guys are wrestling their punch, it's like, aye, I'm wearing shorts and t-shirt, and obviously Ted's wearing shirt. It's like, it's fine because I'm warm. It's fine.
You're not going to beat the last time they did the music festival at Hazelhead.
Oh, that was a fucking nightmare.
And Bryan and me worked one, and it was the hottest.
Yeah,
the actual hottest I've ever been in a ring.
Aye,
it was unbearable.
I'm sure that was
That's
the one
mental when you wear a mask, man. That's mental.
Was that not the same day as the
I was very
Gala?
nearly passing out by the end of the day. I won't lie.
I think it was. Aye.
That was the day we did a split. We did split teams.
Yeah, we had 2 crews then. Yeah,
but there was one match. I'm sure it was that show. Like I was doing, and I sold for someone, and I got up, and you could see like the imprint of my t-shirt, like the back, whether it's the back logo or it was imprinted in the ring. Like you could see the sweat, and it was just like, here's the white bit on my t-shirt. I was like, fucking hell, that's hot. I didn't envy the guys who are wrestling with no t-shirts or fucking no shirts at this point. It's like, fuck me.
I have used that to my advantage sometimes if it's a particularly hot day or you're under very hot lights. You know, just take someone down and just hold them there for a little bit longer than they need to. To see how long it takes them to start squirming. I am guilty of that. I apologise.
Yeah.
It's all part of the fun.
For me, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's all about
you can't get away with it.
Entertain yourself, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like galas are just pop yourself in the boys. That's it. Just primarily there's no wrestling crowd there. It's just like a lot of the times it's just
the
folk are going, I hear some movement. I will just pop the boys at this point.
That is the best thing. There's zero pressure.
Yeah.
Aye.
And you're just having fun with your mates. And like you do daft stuff. Like we've talked about Haddo House and you guys playing with fire escapes and whatever. And then we've, like one time at the Duthie Park one in Aberdeen, and me and Riley were wrestling, and we just decided to leave the ring and go bonkers into the middle of the field. And he reverses an Irish whip, and he just keeps going. He just keeps going. And it's just, why not?
Oh, it was at my first one was at the Comic-Con at the Pataudry Stadium. So technically, that's opening the stadium.
Well, under a stadium.
Inside,
yeah. At a stadium, right? Put that way. I remember I had my first couple of matches with Scotty Swift and Archer of all people, and fantastic professional. No, and I was so nervous.
That's it. When Archer's mentioned, take a shot.
So it came to Zach Diamond was like, "Come out with me, just come out with me. We just have some fun." And I went, "Okay, yeah, let's do it." And then we went out, and he just made me relax. He made me realize how fun galas could be. We're talking about like, people having coffees, and he was like, "Oh, that better be black." And I was like, "Yeah, black is like my soul," and little things like that. And it was just like, "Yeah, we can have fun with this." It was good. That's what actually made me enjoy it.
Plus you get dogs in attendance.
Well, like that same gala you're on about, the Pataudry one,
and also there's animals as well.
I remember Archer was saying, like, they're not going to do it. He's like, "I'm going to take it easy this," and it was a 2-day event. It was like Saturday, Sunday.
Bullshit.
It's a 2-day event. It's like Archer's like the week, like we were at training on Wednesday. He was like, "I'm going to take it easy. Like I'm just going to, I need bumps or whatever. I'm just going to take it easy." Like he was in the Saturday and the Sunday. I was just the Sunday. Turned up the Sunday. He was like, I took like a clothesline or the railing or whatever. I was like on the floor. It's like for Ted. I was like, I thought we were taking it easy.
No, it wasn't even that. Wasn't even that. He told me, go into the island, I'll done that yet, and move. No, are you sure? You want to take that? Yeah, it's not a problem. So I moved, and he went clattering into it. I went, it's like I would happily have taken it. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So
it's all right. It was knee first. He didn't feel anything.
But Archer was like, he's no concept that I'll take it easy. Right? The first thing he's like, I'm taking a backdrop. I was like, fuck's sake, Archer.
It's just a back. It's a back bump. That's all it is. Everything's a back bump.
Like tag team matches, I can rein him in. It's like, nah, you don't need to take an Archer, but he's like, after a singles match, I've no control over him. He just does what he likes.
Sure, that's the excuse.
No, he does what he's told.
Well,
someone's got to touch that tag though a lot of times.
Work the apron. That's my gig. Work the apron. Come for the comeback.
People forget to do it. People forget to do it.
Bryan, who's the Tucker out of
Who's the Tucker out of
Who's the Archer?
I'm fairly sure Tucker's the Tucker.
I'm the Tucker, but so I used to think that me and Sean were pretty good for staying clear of injury until the last 5 years.
Well,
and now I can't even run the ropes without going over my ankle. So I would probably say me for being as injury prone, but well, not as injury prone, just broken, I guess. Because Archer always.
Archer.
But he always comes through no matter what it is, and probably
Archer isn't injury prone. He's just slowly disintegrating. That's the difference.
Yes. That's how I feel now.
Like he's like the $6 million man. It's like, we have the money, we can repair. It's like, no, we can't. We've got a couple of quid. Just throw some tubey grips on and we'll be fine.
We've had a whip round. We've got £3.42 in some electrical tape. Will that do?
Yeah. Just
some bad. I love the guy, but I'm so sorry.
You can't have a good whip round anymore because no bugger carries cash.
Yeah, no, it's very true. Yeah,
these online collections are bad, man.
It's like when Ted was on about paying at the bar with card. I was like, what? I don't just cash. That's you youngins.
I know. No, it's only because of these days, man. I was always cash. If I walked into a local pub or a no man's pub, because that's the best to drink of. Brian's never been to many in Aberdeen. I've had to show him. It's like
all right then.
You pay by cash. You always pay by cash.
Aye.
You walk into a pub.
See if you didn't come in with £30 worth of shrapnel in your pocket.
Yeah.
Not interested.
That's how you piece together your evening. If you've had a good night and you can't remember where you've been, you go through your change and say, right, what's that from?
Holy shit.
Why have I got so many 10p's?
Yeah.
Where was I that a drink was £2.90? Let's figure that out and then I'm all right.
I did have to look at my, I'm going to get shit for this, but I had to look at my statement recently. And I was like, what the hell is that, like, 77, what's that amount came off my bank balance? It was like, it's a weird one. Like most pubs say, oh, McGinty's, Landykes, and etc. like that. What's that? I had to Google it. John's like, cheers. Don't remember any recollection of being in it.
That's one for a local audience.
Sounds like a good night.
Apparently, according to people, I've had a fucking fantastic night. I am a pussy magnet. Unfortunately, the pussy doesn't want me, so it's just that's the issue.
Main cheers, no.
Exactly that. Is it? I can attract women, just they're not attracted to me.
Only to give you shit online.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, no, yeah. Women's Tesla.
Oh, we're back there. Reset.
We're still recording. We've got 6 minutes left. Fill your breaks.
But he thought we were recording when we weren't recording, so everything he said when we weren't recording, he thought was recorded. So.
Caleb, just want to settle down there, right, sir. Right.
Oh, we got a Caleb. I'll take one off.
That's it.
He's on the way back.
And one.
Although, like, I'm going to throw myself under the bus here. I'll agree with Ted. Nate Album's wrestling is good wrestling. As much as I want to agree with it, it's Nate.
No, it's same for blokes though.
It's like
it's very true. Very true for blokes as well.
That was your follow up. It's like men's wrestling. Nate everything's good. Some is just shite.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not allowed to criticize some stuff, and that's not right. If it's good, it's good. If it's shit, it's shit.
If it's constructive criticism, nailed it. That's 2 words for me. Then yeah, it's fine. But if it's just absolutely, if you say, "Oh, that was shite," then it's like, "Well, back it up." Then if they can't back it up, it's like, "Well, you're speaking out your arse." There, simple as. But yeah, no. Unfortunately, it's like you can criticize one side, not a problem. But as soon as you have some suggestions on the other side, it can be met with some hostility. But people wouldn't listen, then it's absolutely fine.
No, I've been watching the Jeff Jarrett, listening to the Jeff Jarrett podcast recently, and then they did
good
the whole
watch
along. Yeah, Jeff's awesome. But
not that this isn't.
They did the watch along with the
same stratosphere.
Well,
they're both on the internet.
This one might not be.
That's the only comparison you can draw on this fucking point. Let's be honest.
I told you not
that was why I led with that
subject,
one.
And yet somehow we're here. So yeah, I'm gonna get cancelled.
Here we go.
But,
the final episode of Mickey's Mosh Pit. Let's go.
No, cancel me. You have many more to go.
Right.
The Jeff Jarrett though, they did a watch along for the first TNA show, which I'd never seen.
The first weekly one.
Yeah, the first ever. And then Jeff was like, "Oh yeah, but it's like a variety show, you know?" And I was like, "Yeah." And like you watch it, and you're like, "It's a variety show." I love it, shit. It just because it's different doesn't mean it's good.
Some of those early shows were terrible.
Oh, Flying Elvises, fuck.
Oh no, I will not have a bad word said about the Flying Bloody Elvises.
Great workers, but fuck me, why are you giving them that gimmick? You're like,
to be fair,
that
I'm fairly sure
will
Dino
stay
brought
with me
the
till the end of time.
I'm absolutely 100% certain Dino brought that Flying Elves up
in
the episode.
He probably loved it. It's Dino. He loves bad wrestling.
And he was all over it.
He's all
about the bloody Flying Elvises.
Yeah.
What was it during lockdown, the WrestleMania lockdown, was it Charlotte versus Shayna Baszler? Am I saying that, or have I got that completely wrong?
Sure.
Don't know. I
can't remember.
I did watch wrestling.
I've got speech impediments. It doesn't help me even after I've had a few.
Yeah. Every time you say Caleb, it sounds like Alan. That's a weird speech impediment.
Right, you've got 3 minutes. You've got 3 minutes. Get your thought out before we end.
Anyway, if it was that match I'm thinking about, that was literally like hard hitting, like absolute, like proper, like not proper wrestling, but it was like it was a match. I was like, oh,
I'm not saying Shayna Baszler stole my Ace of Spades gimmick, so fuck you.
Oh dear.
What? Okay. She's not a biker. Oh, I don't understand that. Weird. It says she hasn't stolen your gimmick because she's not a biker.
Neither am I.
Are you sure?
Says the farmer.
Oh, McDonald.
Look, guys, I was trying to have a match. Talk about a match that actually was wrestling.
You had the 2.5 minutes. Keep
enjoyed.
Going.
No, screw you guys. Because obviously, even though I'm trying to amend myself, it's still
no. Put Charlotte and Shayna over. Go for it. Well, yeah.
No,
I'm looking to see when this was.
It was a hard hitting match. It was just the WrestleMania. I'm 99% sure. COVID time WrestleMania. I should probably put that way.
I was the WrestleMania last one before that.
They absolutely went for it, and it was so hard hitting, and it was so like, it was just so interesting because it was a fantastic match. To be honest with you, anyone should watch it, male or female. That match made me was like, oh crap, yeah, wow.
Like I said before we were recording, but like Bayley has been my favorite thing in WWE for fucking ages. Like her heel stuff was
heel stuff's absolutely fantastic,
amazing. But yeah, I'm missing her.
Doing.
She is definitely a performer who grabs your attention and keeps it.
Yeah,
very much so. which is all you should try and do.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
no one else has interested me half as much as she has in
Right.
really the last 2 years. Like,
Keep going, Ted. You've got a minute.
go on, you've got a minute. Put more women over.
Well, that was it. I must
Put my wife
admit,
over if you need.
Is this episode just going to end with us doing word association for every women's wrestler we can think of with him?
no,
just
guys,
was it.
honestly,
Oh,
she's going to think
Shut
I'm
up,
really
shit, that was
against
good.
wrestling.
Everyone else was shite.
He's
That's
not.
Ted's opinion.
He's picked out one women's wrestling match from the entire of history that he liked.
I'm a big fan of Bianca Belair. I think she's absolutely fantastic. Like, literally, that's her breath of fresh air. There we go. Nailed it. I feel sorry for her that her WrestleMania, damn it, SummerSlam moment was ruined just because Becky Lynch came back and then all of a sudden gave her a shit elbow after the handshake. That was, it was like fart in the wind.
Like 30 seconds and she squashed the sides.
Yeah, this fantastic champion who can actually go in the ring and all that, and all of a sudden Becky came back and went, yeah, just fart in the wind to her championship. Yeah, I didn't like that a lot. Becky's a fantastic person.
Recording in progress.
So yeah, Scotland won. Yeah, get up, you Moldova, you pricks.
Inspiring. Lyndon Dykes. Woo!
I can see Ted thrilled about it.
Seriously, if the one person should die, it's not Lyndon Dykes, but he's on the list.
He's near the top.
He's already dead to you anyway, Ted. After
He's fucking dead. Seriously, that's bad.
Right, so we're starting again. Here's another commercial for somebody. We're getting in there. So Tuck, you're the next on the list because you're next on the screen. So here's your 3-band gig.
Scientific method.
Yeah, that's. Well, I'm just going by who's on the screen.
I'd do that too.
Because otherwise, I'm at this point. I'm getting too fucked. I done again.
He's not even open. He needs to open his beers. Anyway.
He's doing fine on the whiskey, it seems.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you're doing all
right.
right.
You nip round then in Nicky's beers.
Like I mentioned, have you been drunk, Archer? At this point, I'm drunk, Archer. So Tucker.
All right. Well, we'll steady the ship for you. You're fine.
At this point, Mickey Vigo's connection's been disconnected. It's like
He's gone.
it's Blue Thunder's Mosh Pit.
I mean, as a stand-in host, I will hope to do my best for the team. That's all I can say.
To be fair, you're best dressed at this point.
Again, you can't see me from the nipples down.
It's not even a full shirt; it's just cut to here.
He's blue beanie at this point. It's just there.
Yeah, I've got a Mooney shirt on, and I've got worse Daisy jokes than Stevie. I'm going full BWO right now.
And your blue thingy's hanging out.
Ooh.
That's all right. It's still wearing its mask. I don't even know if we recorded that bit earlier, but there you go. There we are.
There's a callback to something no one will know.
Inside jokes. That's where I'm at.
I'll get it tattooed.
Like, yeah, see,
Brian, go on, tell me.
Tucker's gig
Today, what's going on?
No, I've been thinking about it this whole thing. So just trying to work out in my mind because I could have picked something ridiculous, but I kind of fall out with you all. So Ted did his best with his choices. But,
Follow your heart, Tucker. Follow your heart.
So what Tucker's going is Queen with Freddie, Queen with Adam Lambert, and Queen with the other guy.
in that order.
Been doing an instrumental. They're on top.
Right, go.
I tell you what. Before I get into it, your season 2 should be shittest gig ever, and pick 3 bands that would just be a horrendous gig. There you go.
My Chemical Romance. A week apart.
That's a good idea for the future. Right, my opening band, because I'm going with bands, so I'm keeping it there. My opening
Criteria
would be Muse. So yeah, saw them in Aberdeen a long time ago. For a long time ago. It was fab. So they'd be nice solid openers. This big light show, stage show.
They'll keep it simple. Yeah,
you're the same wavelength as Ryan. I think he picked him as his headliner. Ryan Riley. I'm fairly sure he picked him as a headliner. Forget to remember. But yeah.
Who was that?
I'm surprised he knows what music is.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Well, they're down the card on mine. So
because he was learning their fucking I don't know what riffs. That's point on the guitar when he was a fat bastard. So that was his opener. That was his headline. Nice.
That is the best line we're getting. He was learning their riffs when he was a fat bastard.
Well, like it is.
So, for
a bit heat for that.
I'm right.
Carry on.
For a bit
keep going.
For a bit of change in tone, just to change it up a bit. Can't even believe I'm going to say this. We'll have ABBA in for the middle.
See,
is that us?
I'll give you that. New album.
No,
yes.
no,
I like the new songs.
I always knew you were a dancing queen.
Yeah. As much as I'm a metal guy, like my mum was a mad ABBA fan, so I can lyrics to ABBA songs that I didn't care to mention like too much.
Nothing wrong with it.
I was a musical theatre guy, and I know ABBA CDs quite well. So anyone else who wants
the greatest pop band there ever was.
Any sort of family party or anything like that, it'll get folk on the dance floor. Abdi has a great time, no matter what it is.
I like it went from like a guilty pleasure, but actually isn't a guilty one. Anything, everyone enjoys it. So
no. See, we went.
That's what it's got to now.
I saw this for years ago.
Fucking hate ABBA.
We hate you, Caleb.
Caleb's connection has been disconnected and she's lost. No.
He has no taste.
He's going to turn up at your window now.
Fuck you. No, we went to like a Sonosphere years ago, but 2009, 10 maybe, and Bjorn again were playing.
Yes.
And at this point, I was like, Bjorn again, it'll be a good laugh. I was like, I can my lyrics to this than I fucking care to mention.
Yes.
Like, I can go ABBA. I'll agree with that. So, yeah, I'm all for like, ABBA. Just keep going.
Right,
good show.
I'm sure for anyone who knows, it's probably not going to be a big shock who's in the main event. So it's going to be Fleetwood Mac with the gold lineup. Just love Fleetwood Mac like so much. Can't
never heard of them.
You can go your own way. You
must have fucking heard of him if he's popped with that.
That was a good
right back at you.
That's almost like 3 times a day. Yeah, no, don't know who is, but Blue Thunder. Twice
that's another one.
Blue Thunder twice a day, and then you like now. That's got me. That's absolutely got me. Well played.
Yeah, I had an inspired 40 seconds in this morning. Have you seen them, Fleetwood?
Yes.
Yes.
I saw their last gig when it was live with them.
Yeah, no, I thought you did. Yeah.
And then so Lindsey Buckingham's touring in Europe next year, so I'm basically following them around Europe. A mad groupie.
Why not, mate?
The things lockdown will do to you when you think, oh god, I'm never going to get a chance to see them again. Because obviously he's left Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
And saw he announced the US tours. Me and my pal were like, oh, we'll go. And then obviously travel bans, so can't go. Like, oh, he's not going to come to Europe. He's probably not that big on his own. European tour. Okay, so I'm going to Dublin, Glasgow, London, Liverpool. I think we're even thinking about Stockholm and Oslo just for randomness. So so Fleetwood Mac's my headliner, and
pencil that in, but boys, it's the Fleetwood Mac sort of way leg next year.
Away leg.
we'll go over there. We'll take a good score home with us and hope to keep it tight at the back. I am knackered now when it comes to thinking about anything European because they did away with the fucking away goals rule. Sorry, man.
That's bullshit.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Strange, is it? Even though like the Dons have suffered some humiliations because of it.
Never.
But it just felt weird this season, just thinking, oh, away goals don't count. Oh, well, what's the point?
I couldn't get my head around it. I could not. Never mind. I'll get used to it.
It'll get changed back next year.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
I got used to video refereeing and stuff. I'll be fine.
No, I'm all for it. Because it makes no sense. It's like literally 4-4, and that's it. It's like, and then all of a sudden someone wins on away goals, but it's like, well, everyone scored the same amount of fucking goals here. That makes no sense. It's like, how's that fair? In my opinion, it's like, I understand why they brought it in was like, oh, people away from home won't try as much and etc. But no, it should be just what's the final score at the end of the two games. Yeah. That should be it.
I know. I agree with you. I just thought it was weird. It wasn't there anymore.
Yeah, no, it is weird. Yeah, because we have to look and go. Away goals count? No. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Aberdeen still gets knocked out. Oh, fine. We still can't do it. Ryan, calm down.
No, speaking to me, it's Ryan.
Right. Sorry, speech event. Why in? What? Ryan? Calm down. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm having your dinosaur chicken nuggets, wherever your Mrs. Scooch for you. Anyway, carry on, guys.
Turkey dinosaurs.
Turkey dinosaurs. I could go some of that shit right now.
Nothing. Turkey dinosaurs. Turkey dinosaurs and potato smiles.
Yep.
Exactly, yeah.
Away goes to turkey dinosaurs. This is the extent of this podcast.
A meal of champions.
What more content could you wish for?
It's like protein and carbs. That's a dream.
Don't take it back to stupid stuff like that.
Oh, Caleb. Oh, I left. Look at me. Yeah, come on. Calm down, Caleb. Right. Calm down. Right. Tell your boys.
Okay, now you can't start. You were the gym Instagram guy for a while.
I was, but then
you're coming to the gym with me.
There we go.
Like literally there.
And then I thought to myself, I can go to the gym without posting it to let other people have went to the gym. Oh my god, it blew my mind that I can actually go to the gym and work out. I don't need to tell other people I've done it. It's amazing.
And you didn't tell anyone it didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't believe you've been to the gym now. Sorry.
Lies.
Well, it's fine.
Give the thing to do was just don't go to the gym.
just sit in the house, drink Cage Club. You'll be fine.
Hey, let Archer go to the gym.
Vigo, how many times have you been?
He's got no motor.
How many what?
How many times have you been tag team champion? Four. This is coming from a 4-time tag team champion. Any wrestlers aspiring to be, the top level, don't go to gym. Just don't fucking go to it. There's no point.
Here's the
no point. But you still get 4 because you can polish it.
He never said anything about top level.
Here's the thing. Be a fat bastard. He's the cardio to carry it. That's the thing. There's a secret.
Wednesday training.
Hey, the cardio. Cardio's key.
Is that why you... No, I'm not going to go that one.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not getting booked anywhere else, but... In this zone, cardio's key.
How am I still booked? Anyway, carry on, guys.
You're not.
Card subject to change.
Are we allowed to talk about hijinks, by the way? What's the...
Who else is going to carry
if you want? Fuck it. Sorry, man.
Because we're all going to be at hijinks, right?
We are.
Hopefully. I mean,
which year?
Well, all of us, not us traitors, will be there.
Hey, I'm booked. If you know anything, you know Caleb's booked.
so I don't know. Carl hasn't announced Caleb, so how do you know you booked?
Well, it depends when this gets uploaded.
Yeah, so this point
I know this will be.
When you're uploading it, Vigo, what can we talk about?
Well, we've got Crusher episode, P episode, so 6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Yeah,
Fill
see,
your boots.
God's
Oh, that's the show that week of the show, is it?
God's been.
Pretty much.
Showbiz.
Tell us
Show me
your
happening. It's all announced. That's fucking
Saturday.
boys.
There. No tell.
It's
The
all
weekly
right.
show.
Yeah, fill your boots.
Oh, fuck that. Well, you're looking at a new tag team champion night here, isn't it?
That's next week's podcast.
No build up, no storyline. We're gonna win it. Simple as.
Okay.
We haven't won
anything can
against
happen.
it. But no,
Anything
but
can
no,
happen.
the only reason we haven't won the tag team champions is because we've always been against the rejected, and some cunt in there likes to politics his way in and
That's no way to speak about Archer. How dare you?
We talk about him every other way.
Oh, anything I've said about Archer has always been nice, polite, and I love the guy.
Just
Tag team
Vigo's.
partner though.
Vigo's a prick.
But is it not you two that always end up in the singles together?
Me and Archer.
No, you and Vigo.
Thumbs up.
Me,
for
Vigo,
Hello.
yeah. I do.
Yeah, because someone needs to make him look good.
Yeah. Don't worry, Vigo. I'll bump him out for you tonight.
Right.
You see that? Listen.
We'll try this Sun and Steel shit.
won't take
Hang on
the pen,
second
though.
rope and count.
Oh, dinner.
Let's do the boss man gig. We'll do the big bump and roll out on the low setting.
Well, it was
Yeah,
a
just
pure
not
head, was it?
it's just not a pure head.
Just fucking slatter. I'm just gonna roll it.
You ever see a pancake like
Double
flip and
fermented
hit
Pilsner.
the pan? That's me.
There might be people. There might be people listening to this not aware, but the the WrestleZone ring on the low setting is the stiffest fucking thing you'll ever feel.
And we've had to take a
not-
bump
I
on the
will
No,
concrete floor.
disagree.
I won't have that.
Disagree.
Well, we've been
There's
babied.
been worse rings than that.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay,
thank you, Mr. Tucker.
Yeah, we weren't around in your
They're right.
wild days,
Yeah.
Wild West days.
Wild West days, yeah.
We've had it spoiled. We've been
Very,
treated so
very
nice.
true. Very
Back
true.
back in the days when we were having stuff that doesn't go on cagematch.net.
To be fair,
That's how
Tucker.
fucking obscure it was. Sorry, man.
you were refereeing those matches, so let's be honest. You were taking bumps. Come
Not
on.
all the time.
Oh.
Fair. Apart from that one where I would do the whole Tommy Rogers, I'm too drunk.
Fantastics on the brain.
But fuck that.
Right. Stop stealing my gimmick.
R.I.P.
That's my gimmick tonight, apparently.
I'll let Brian have that because he is a big Fantastics fan. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's all
Thank
right. I'm here for you.
You got a question?
Oh, that was
Is there
is
a
your
call in
favourite
the show?
colour?
just being a referee. That was the question.
No, I was yeah.
What is your quest?
In the Wild West days, but I guess the SW rings were pretty ropey, weren't they?
Bleep.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Bleep.
like me, myself, and Kayla and Ted. We were kind of with the SW days. Like we weren't there. That was
Yeah.
before our time. So Thunder.
Yeah, we'll just skip on. Let's go. Skip on that. Fine. Fast forward.
Brian's
Fast
too
forward.
nice. Brian's too fucking nice to
He
bury.
is too nice. Yeah, you're right.
I will share one memory of those days, and it was,
Oh,
and I'll only share it because I was working with Bryan, and when he, we were in a three-way, and
Oh yeah.
we were in the ring, and he whipped me off the ropes and called Hurricane Rana, and I was like, what? And then I came back and he hit me with a jumping Rana, and I'm like, I've never taken this before in my life. What the fuck is going on just now?
He was like 6 foot and a half, wasn't he? Like he was a big guy.
It was
The
John the Bomb,
bartender asked the question, what? To our call.
It's just like,
He's not going
I'm
to
sorry.
stop and explain the situation to you, is he?
Anyway, that's all I'll say on subject. Match was still fine.
Sorry, yeah.
Match was still fine, and any chance to work with him was a good one.
Ah, goody. So, not to go over Vigo's job, because, he's on the no,
Schweppes.
what the hell is that?
Schweppes. He's on the
Schweppes,
Schweppes on the schnapps, yeah.
Schweppes.
He's on the schnapps.
Carry on.
Schnapps. Schnapps. Schnapps.
I wouldn't order that in a bar. I wouldn't be able to make the decision.
Well, apart from Vigo, the last person we've heard from is obviously Blue Thingy. What's your lineup? Go on.
Blue.
Tell us what it. Boom. I'm a correct.
It's gone rogue, Vigo. He's taking
Is
your
it?
job.
Yeah, I'm not. I refuse to answer the
Someone
question.
needs to. I need to call it the thing. Okay, thing
I was.
to him.
Let's look at some minutes
Crowd,
left.
crowd didn't want it yet.
They're not there. They're not there.
It's not time. It's not
No,
time.
no.
Get that spring, man.
It's
Get
It's
spring.
all going to tighten up.
Ted's
not time.
teasing the spot. We're going to call back to it later. That's
Well,
what we're
Ted-
doing.
Yeah, that's setting the
You're-
table up in the corner.
You're going
We're not
hot
going
tag.
through
We're
it
not
yet.
there yet. We're not hot
See,
tag
Ted,
yet.
Ted wants to do
Yeah.
anything. Get out of work, you know.
Yeah, he just wants to go home.
Cut it short. Cut it short. You know.
Send the Dino.
Ask for 10. We'll get 6 minutes.
Although, surely if we get into the finish, he needs to tag in Dino.
No. Dino likes doing all the fancy stuff to get his move set in, and then he tags me in just to take the bad bumps and take the pin. That's
Because Dino had a fancy
Quick,
moveset.
move it.
Just fucking forearms you.
Hold on.
Sorry, man.
I can just imagine you guys backstage. I'll take the hot tag. I'll bump about for him. You take the pin.
Then
and
walks away.
that's Dino's conversation.
That's it.
Yep, that's Dino's conversation.
See you out there. See you out there.
Since we're there, like I've got two guys that are in. Like Ted was in the worst match I've ever been in, up until the point that Billy brought up the match. Thunder and Dino, Thunder and Jimbo. That was the worst match I've ever had.
Oh,
I put that
fucking
in
hell,
my mind.
man. Sorry, man.
Yes, I beat it.
No, you
You're the
did.
worst.
So look, can we?
Am
Do I sit-
I the worst match you've been in?
No.
Is there
Okay.
like, is there anyone on our bloody roster who I've not been in their worst match?
Mine.
That's a no. Fucking hell, yeah.
I'll back you
I
up
think
there.
you're
You've not
right,
been in
man.
my worst
Sorry.
match.
No.
Thunder, what was the question? What was the question?
Like I said,
it was me burying myself. So yeah.
like
What was
up until recently, like my worst match was me and the Archer against Ted Nino and Turf.
Bleep.
Up until the point that Billy reminded me of the point that me and Archer won a match with Thunder and Jimbo. And it was not even Thunder, it was Jimbo. He was too green and he didn't get it.
Well, I can only but apologise for our match because we were
No,
very
it's-
green.
I'll be
and,
honest.
we
I'll be
didn't
honest.
listen to you guys, so apologies for that one.
I would have to watch
On-
it back
on
to
camera.
even bloody remember that one.
No, it's like
I
was
remember being annoyed about little things in it, but I can't remember the whole thing.
no.
So quick question, just for Thunder, because I've got other people to back him up for this one. The pre-show for Halloween at King Of Academy one time was
Doesn't
an
exist.
absolute. Yeah, it doesn't exist, right?
Doesn't exist.
Is there
Never happened.
is there a match that is literally can really?
You've made him switch off his bloody camera now, ain't you?
I'm so honestly so sorry about that.
Either he's being sick or never mind.
Oh, we just wait for he comes back and just.
Keep going.
No,
time.
go follow
Keep
on,
on.
follow on.
Does that come up?
What
Does
was-
that come up with his name?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find you.
So, because you're gonna need to edit that as well.
That's an edit.
That's another edit. Fuck.
This is a commercial.
Have you ever
we
thought
need-
about buying used tubing
we
grips?
need a-
In fact, call Chris Archer.
We need Archer doing
No,
that.
go on. Finish the bloody point.
So the question was asking was obviously is like that pre-show was absolutely horrendous.
Have
and
I
apologise
been
for
in a
that.
match that wasn't the shits? Well,
I know, but like generally that like given all the circumstances like that bad. Come on, because like that match holds up to the worst match I've ever had, in my
Does
opinion. And oh, thank you. Every match I've had is pretty bad, but thank you very much for suggesting that. But I'm just saying, it's like it's a match that I don't hold
I'll be
pride
right.
in myself.
I was talking about that match to someone the other night, and it is not. I wouldn't class it as the worst
one.
match I've ever been
No.
in, but I would class it as one of the most disappointing because everyone was capable of doing far fucking better. Sorry, man.
Damn right, we
It's
did.
agreed.
Hey, Vega, no one's asking your fucking opinion.
It's his show. He can say what he wants.
He's got a good point there, actually.
Now I'm just sitting here saying, Jesus Christ, I'm in everybody's worst match.
No, but
I've not had a match with you on a show though, so in fact, I've only had a match with Vago on a show, so and that was like
you didn't win. You didn't win, did you?
No, I did. I did.
Cameo. Here we
You
are.
did.
I went
Holy
over.
crap!
I went
oh my
over
God,
Vago.
Vago actually.
But it wasn't in Madrid, so that's why.
Right.
Well, that was the same. That was the same night. I literally, we finished that match. I went backstage and I had to like grab my shit and go because I was going to a wedding that same night. So I ended up turning up to a wedding in my wrestling gear, and then
Good boy.
going into the toilet. I weeked my tights off. I kept my wrestling boots on, and I put my kilt on and all my stuff. And I had my wrestling boots on the whole night. Doesn't look good in a kilt, to be honest, but hey, it's such a faff to take them off and on, and I fucking hate brogues as well. So
I'm depressed now.
But yeah, no, Thunder, you get away with it. You're not in my worst match either. So
yet,
but Thunder, you look dressed for a wedding, so I'll give you that.
Maybe I am at one.
For sure, to bride. All
No.
the groomsmen.
No, they're busy. They're busy.
Fine. That's fine.
They're busy.
I'm not gonna pressure you to do something you don't want to do. I'm not like that kind of guy.
Lies.
No, it's sorry. No, I was in court this morning. That's all.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm not even going to ask.
No, I know.
I was there as a character witness for Dino.
Brian,
He mistook what they meant by character.
Brian, you're away, I assume, taking a piss, if not having a wank.
Yes.
What is
Could have
your
been
worst?
both.
Could be a pokey bum wank, but it's fine. What is the worst match that you've experienced professionally? Well, not professionally, just
What was your last match again?
Oh, we've never wrestled each other one-on-one, so you can take that back right there.
Jokes. Everyone knows who my worst match is. I've told the story a few times, but obviously podcast we get a chance to
Tell it again.
tell it, so-
Yeah. I haven't heard it.
Tell everyone.
I've forgotten about it.
Yeah,
7
we've
minutes. 40 minutes.
That's all
Go on, you
right.
guys.
So it was me. So we were in Bucky, right, and we were doing Bucky
Oh, good.
High School.
I'm going to tap out now. You guys are too young to know about me.
And so it was in the days of we had the small crew, but just enough people for 6 matches or whatever.
Okay.
And, I think it was me
No,
and Walt-
that was the 5 in a Battle Royal days.
Okay, just enough for that.
Yeah.
And so we've had an announced card, and as always, cards subject to change. It's very important as promoters that you put that on because things can change.
Yeah,
And on that
people leave the
Never.
Kenyan fight, yeah.
Well, on that particular night, a car broke down on its way to the venue. We didn't hear about it until late, so until the
Right.
show was actually progressing. So I think I was in the first or second match, and I think it was me and Walter, I think I remember, and definitely
Late.
back then, me. Oh gosh, yes, me and the me
Crusher
and
Crave, you mean? Is that who you mean then, sir?
Crusher Crabe, yes,
Oh, right, yeah, fine.
yes.
So who you were? Who? Carry on.
It was me and Crusher Crabe. We're in the first or second match, and at that time we were having, we're building up to something, I think, and I just like, yeah. So we had a decent wee match, and then I get back through the curtain. Well, curtain. It was one of them swingy doors into the gym hall. and at that time I'd been doing double duty on most shows just because I was the only babyface really that expendable babyface, I guess. Because at that time, well, what I mean is I was losing a lot of matches. Just that was my thing when I came in. So I think the booker said, "Oh, such and such is not going to be here. It's going to be you, and it's going to be Malice." So now, me and Malice at that time of when we were getting started didn't have a lot of chemistry, and he would say the same. And we would always try our best and muddle through.
and try and get something out of it, but we did not have good chemistry.
Yeah,
so
as in science hadn't been invented yet, levels of non-chemistry.
So bear in mind, I've already had a fairly strenuous match and very little time to actually go over anything. Me and Malice, I think we went out maybe after the break. From what I remember, I was probably out at halftime as well because, as I said, at that time we probably didn't have a lot of baby faces. And me and Malice had probably a 6 or 7 minute match where everything went wrong. And I would not like to take you through the details because one they're scorned from my memory, but I just know to this day that whenever this subject comes up, it's a nailed on thing that I think for us both, it's probably our worst match we've ever had.
Does Malice agree with you?
Yeah, I would say so. But what I would also say is probably about maybe six or 7 months later, we had a tag match in Lossiemouth, and it was me and Sean against Malice and William Sterling, and it was a absolutely fantastic match. You know, at that time, it's definitely Malice's best match, probably my best match at the time as well.
That wasn't captured on camera.
Yeah, which was gutting, to be honest. So I do think it was just that night and the circumstances that came to be. And since actually we've had some decent scraps.
Jesus, that's a memory and a half.
Yeah.
But the memory of two guys trying to wrestle each other, corpsing each other in the ring as they're trying to do things because it's falling apart around them is golden. But it was back in the days when
no other option. Eh?
Luckily, no one cared much.
Yeah.
Oh, just a typical Bryan match then. So, Vigo, you were saying?
That's harsh as hell.
That's very harsh, but it's okay.
Bryan, who has moved people literally to tears with the outcome of his matches. Apparently,
it's the same for Ted, though.
Sorry, man. There you are. I thought I'd feed you one.
Hey, I was literally avoiding that one, but you know what? I'll let him have it. Apparently, I shouldn't have done. Trust you, Bryan.
2 minutes left. 5 weeks.
2 minutes. What we're going for then? Okay. Who else has got their worst match to tell?
Well, I don't know. Just talk about matches people have had with me, apparently.
Oh, harsh.
Harsh. Come on.
Hey, everyone has to fill a role on a card, and I'm happy for that to be mine.
No, we've definitely had some crackers, as it, absolutely. So
you mean my match is fantastic, so it's not having that shite.
I don't like to talk about some of them.
Yeah.
Ever.
Is there a match that you've had with the outfit that is just absolute dog shit, apart from Turf?
Yes. Apologies to the good people of the borough of Turf.
And might I say this? It wasn't the Jets' fault. It was fucking our fault. They were dealt with their own card, which was the outfit.
I put that together. It's my fault. It's just it was a garage.
No. We didn't listen. We're not having that shit. Didn't listen to anything you guys said. We just went with it. That was it. So apologies for that. Yeah.
No. It was all the rejected. It was just shite. I'll take the complete responsibility for that.
Well, you're being a gentleman for that one because it wasn't your fucking fault at all. I can see the Buka behind the car going. And I'm like, what are you saying?
No, just finish it.
I'm like, okay, just keep going.
Yeah, no comment.
Go home.
Go on. What's your worst match? Go on.
That's another one. You got one back there.
Well, I'll tell you after this commercial break.
Oh, cliffhanger. You know how to work that.
No, I really don't know. I really don't.
We haven't had a match. Yes,
No,
it can't be me. It can't be me yet.
Partially, I'm just delaying, and it's because he called me. Caleb.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Oh.
No
Cut that story short.
I got my game in with long hair. It's fine.
I was
You're Carlos Valderrama.
Well, I wish.
Well, that's all act sober.
As I said to some of the guys, I was more Andrea Bocelli than Andrea Pirlo.
Having that, right? Having that.
Anyway, we're back for part 19.
To
Of the
jump
never-ending story.
To jump back in almost seamlessly, and no one will notice there was an ad break.
Not at all.
I don't know about my worst match. I think maybe there's a little bit of me that thinks the Connor match in Bomedi, but only because I thought we could have had a really good match, and it just didn't go that way.
Because none of you could plan a match. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, we were both green as fuck, and when we're going over stuff, it seemed great. It was like, oh yeah, this would be fucking awesome. And then we actually went out there, and it just kind of went off the rails to the point where I was just like fucking grabbed him in a chin lock, and I was like, what the fuck are we doing? But I'd say that's maybe up there, and that or the match I had at Stonehaven, and it was me and Zach Dynamite of all people teaming together against Scotty Swift and Johnny Lyons. And it's like awesome. I've had a match with Johnny Lyons before he retired, but it just, I don't know. Back in those days, me and Scotty didn't have much chemistry because I was a bit still shit, and he liked to just, he likes to just go off the cuff. And at that point, I just was like, no, I don't know what I'd do unless I've got it fucking planned. And then that, and me and Dan didn't have it. Me and Zach Dynamite didn't have any chemistry at that point. And now we've got fucking heaps of chemistry, ironically. But at that point, it was like he was like taking down like Scotty Swift, tagging me in, and he'd be in a position. I was like, I don't know what I do when someone's in this position. So I just gave him like this really shit kick, and I was like, yeah, that sucked. When you do something straight away, and you're instantly like, oh shit, cool, we'll do something else. It was just like, it was just bad all around, just not good. That's probably up there.
Before your matches.
Yeah.
These things though. Oh, you go, Alan, sorry.
Again, I've only had like 13, 14 months of matches, so it's not like I've got a massive pool of like Malice matches to drop on, but I've only got one moment with Malice and I killed him, so it's fine.
Sure did.
Poor guy.
Giftable.
How you holding up, Bagel?
Fucked.
Someone take the keys. We need a new designated driver.
Yeah, approve.
At this point, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just fucked.
Good boy.
Wow.
It's all right.
Round of applause for Vega. Come on, guys. Come on.
He's done well. He's done well.
He's gone full Chris Archer.
We've drove a man to drink.
He was very ill before he started, so that's all to him.
Fair play. What have you got on your notes, Vigo?
So we're playing at this point, I'm playing the Ivor. Here's your thing, big. Thunder's the only one left. Fill your boots, Thunder, because I'm fucked.
Yeah, you go have a nap, son. You'll be all right. Come back in 10. You're right.
Yeah, we'll get it on then.
Just make sure you Just make sure you save part 4, and you'll see it tomorrow.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Let's carry on.
Rise and be comfortable.
Thunder, three bands.
What have I got like 40 seconds now or something?
Go.
I've been thinking about it. like an obvious trio, because I've never seen them for one reason or another. Megadeth, Priest, and Kiss. I don't know in what order. Sort them out your fucking selves. Sorry, mate. But if we're going on, like I liked what you did earlier with like Pantera and stuff, and it's just like bands I'll never see now. So, in light of recent events, I would have to have the Rolling Stones, because God bless you, Charlie. Other bands, how big up the scale do you want to go? Let's throw the Beatles in there because just to say you've done it would be fun, stuff like that. And then I don't know, Mozart. Fuck it, I don't know.
Mozart.
What's that fucking curveball?
It's a hell of a gig.
Hey, I like me classical. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Oh, I totally agree. But
it's just like everybody's heard his stuff, but nobody's heard him do it.
True that.
I think it's pricey though these days.
Right? I mean, Christ. I mean, where was he? What's Germany? 18th century? We'll be all right. Fine. We get by.
Like you'll appreciate Thunder. You'll appreciate Thunder. Like I would have loved to have had like Faith No More on there, but I've already seen them and I've got tickets to see them next year. So I'm like,
oh yeah, I don't even
need them on a dream gig.
I didn't even try for that one. So yeah, jealous of that. I am on. I'm happy that Anthrax are coming back next year. I've got tickets for that next year, 40th anniversary stuff. That's good. I'm just waiting for other stuff and unlike some of you, other
youngsters,
field dwellers, I'm not a festivals guy, so I don't do that. I don't not for me. Give me a roof and a bar and and a taxi home and I'm fine.
We had tickets for
although by this point, by the time this goes out, I'll have seen a couple of gigs for the first time since lockdown stuff. So great. They were awesome, by the way. Anyway.
We've lost Tucker. We've lost Vigo.
We've lost more than Tucker.
You know who's still here? This fucker.
This guy.
We're just gonna keep going till we get kicked out now, and this is all recording, so it's all right.
I just did it. Yeah.
Right, we've reached that point of the night. Come on, we've reached it.
Oh, he's undoing it.
Oh God, yes, he's doing it.
If I was wearing the bow tie, we'd be undone. I'd be Tony Bennett, and we'd be all right.
Fucking.
If we left now,
anyway, everyone come to the Halloween show,
and would we just have 20 minutes of silence?
we just have Vigo like this.
His wife, I guess his wife's working. Or the kids are.
He's at the point
where you're keeping him alive.
You know when you're like in a nightclub and you're sitting in the corner of the nightclub and you're like this, and then the bouncers are like, "You probably need to leave, mate." You're like, "No, I'm all right. You're all right."
I think you might
take
too much.
Sleeping in the club.
Yes, he's
back. He's in the room.
I'm still here. Fuck you.
Let's fucking go.
Fantastic. This is the best thing ever.
I love it.
Oh yeah, I'm so fucked.
Right. Well, how do we even wrap this up? What do we do?
That's it.
Well, Brian's fucked off. I don't know what's happened to him.
I mean, other than get Archer on the phone, I don't know if there's anything we can do to top this. So it's
so pretty much for once in my life, I've beaten a rejected member. Get in.
There you go. Still fucking non-title though, mate. So.
That is tremendous. That's the best thing ever.
This might be my favorite episode, Vigo. I'm not gonna lie.
Because I'm on it pretty much.
Oh, he's gone. He's off.
He's fucking off.
He's gone. No, the joke's on us. He's just going to unplug his internet or something. We're just going to go off.
Get all the bad words in there. Go on.
Jesus.
This is the biggest core workout I've had in a while. Laughing at this shit.
I mean, anything else we want to throw out? I mean, it's just me and you two now. So
Then there were three.
I mean, I don't know what's going on.
You haven't called me out for that one.
I'm sure Ted could lay the boots in for another 20 minutes at me for starting to train somewhere else or something. But I mean, there's.
I wouldn't do
might
that.
Get old.
Caleb.
Might get old. Might. Hey, Caleb, here I go.
No, I wouldn't do that, Caleb. But no offense, blah blah, something Gulliver would do. And apart from that, if it wasn't him, if it was this person that moved to Fife, I'll call him Alan all the time. So it can't be you, Caleb, because I'm switched on.
It's weird. I don't know about you guys, but I find it really weird how much I've adjusted to just being called a different name randomly. Yep. That was it.
That happens.
Yeah, that's so weird to me. Like I was used to. Anyone who's made it this far has probably made it far enough to know my shoot name is still an element. So, like whenever I get called Alan, it's fine. It's my name. But like anytime I get called Taylor, it's like, oh yeah. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, Caleb. It was like, oh yeah, I'm Caleb. It's just like
no. This is. I mean, when we're at training, I try to not call people by gimmicks. Like I won't call Ted, for example. Not that anyone does, but you know what I mean. But like no one, like Malice is Malice now and has been for like a decade.
Yeah,
and I
feel weird calling him anything else, to be honest. Archer
is Archer. You don't blink an eye. It's just there. And that was the weird thing. Getting Mr. Evan Young ready for his stuff is getting him used to being called Evan.
Yeah,
that was a journey.
Yeah, put him over quickly though. Like I think I can't remember who I've said to one or two people, but before lockdown, I thought, oh, that's nice. He's getting a little, a little moment in the Rumble. That'd be good. He's been working hard. That's good. That's good to see. But now post lockdown, it's almost like he's ready. All of a sudden, you know what I mean? It's like he's matured and he's good to go. So I'm looking forward to him.
Connor can keep up with actually. Comes to cardio and drills. I do most of us. When it comes to in-ring thing, today I was coming matches like, what do you do? And he was like, I did this. And I was like, okay, that's your finisher. That's the end move. What have you got in between? And he was like, so okay, well, it's fine. Let's work on this. So we did one bit. I was like, that's a great cutoff that you can suggest to someone. Literally, if you're working with a heel like I am, and it was like, well, what have you got for? What can we do for a cutoff? And say, we'll do this. I'll form and do this and that. At least you can offer that as a suggestion to as a cutoff. It's like at least you have that. Like mine is always the spine busters. Literally, that's the biggest thing you can do. And he was like, I'm going to use that now. I'm going to use that. So you can just see the light switch in his eyes, in his mind. He was like, oh yeah, you just tell it. You can tell he's like,
got something.
Use that now. I'm going to use that now. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely, he can run paces around with us all, as you say. But when it comes to the ring, he can go, but piecing it together, which yourself are still working on that. It's
Keep in mind he's like 17 or something, isn't he? 17,
17, yeah.
He's not 18 till February. I was asking him today.
2004 he was born. 2004. Can you believe it?
Shut up.
I know.
Shut your mouth.
I know.
I'm just glad I'm getting a match in before I turn 34. That's
yeah. Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Amazing. I was on this podcast and I'm still the youngest at 29.
I don't know. We've been going for a while.
Shit.
This podcast.
Yeah. Fuck knows how old Vigo is now.
I feel fucking
He feels a lot older. He's passed
well,
out
that's just being an archer, isn't it?
This could all be bonus. This could all be bonus stuff right
See,
now.
we've
as
no
well.
idea if he's just moved off camera or if he has actually left the room.
He's fallen over.
I was it, Brian. He just falls up.
He's hugging the porcelain right now. He's
if
hugging
we all right, here we go then. Let's take it to that territory. Worst drunk story. Shoot, go.
Oh fuck!
We're talking about porcelain hugging.
Nice. I've got my worst. No, I've got two worst ones, but it's my own. Well, not my one. My own doing, and one I think happened. So I don't think it's like relevant. I guess it's not. Well, I'll kick everyone off. Anyway, the reason I don't do spirits. First one is I don't do spirits for a long time, even though whiskey now. It's because I went on holiday in Turkey and it was all inclusive, and I just went head to toe on all inclusive, and they served us the cheapest and the shittest and the nastiest crap you can imagine. And I drank all that one night and then had to go to the town centre the next day, and I was honestly the roughest I've ever felt, and I had to go to the toilet. So I went to the toilet. I had to find this public toilet, and I had to pay for it. And I was like, any money, take it. I went to the toilet, and it was one of those porcelain holes in the ground. Had to squat to do it, and I remember drinking blue stuff, like cocktails, and that's what I saw down there. That was, just honestly the worst drinking thing. The other thing, I was spiked and had to in Aberdeen, had to call my mum and to come pick me up when I was passed out onto the harbour shore. Not the harbour shore. You know where that Union Street is? Sorry, Union
Square.
Union Row.
Shopping centre.
Union Square.
The Union Square, and on where was the harbour is that Market Street. I had to get picked up. That's my worst one. Top that, motherfuckers, if you can.
I don't think I can.
You can, but please tell me.
Do I want to? Is the problem that I have at this point?
I don't think I can top it, but I do know my most embarrassing one was, just personal embarrassment, really. Like, I'm usually quite a happy drunk, as I'm sure you all know.
Very much.
So yeah, usually full of energy. But it was actually, I think it was one of the nights we started off at the academy. So I don't know. I can't actually remember if it was Academy opening night or one of the other nights we've had. But obviously,
which one? A or B?
Left. My left.
My left or your left?
Leave it up to you. Yeah.
Damn
it was one of the nights at the academy, and then we went round to the Fitty Bar, and we all know what happened there, but don't speak about it, even though things happened. We took over the bar. Behind the bar, I think I fell into the the sink and stuff. That was fantastic.
I do believe I have photographic evidence of that somewhere.
That was just fantastic. She just let us go with it. I mean, you're going to, are you?
But that was Lord Michael of Graham's Leaving Do.
Oh,
no, it was a different night.
No, it was a different night. No, because that was that Lord Michael's Leaving Do. It wasn't this situation. It was a different one. So you did get behind the bar, Michael, but not this occasion.
So I was done by the time we were leaving Fitty Bar, like absolutely done. So I was off, obviously, Mackie D's. You got to go and get your Mackie D's, but I never made it.
Remember this now.
I never made it as far as Mackie D's, because what I ended up doing was sitting outside Mackie D's like a hobo, and fell asleep and got moved on by the police. Saying, I think it's time you should go home, and I agreed with them. Just mortal embarrassment about being woken up by the police. And you know what? Right, we started early, maybe 5, 6 o'clock. So this is like 9, 10 o'clock at night, or 11, maybe. No, probably after the Fitty closed. So probably about 11, and I'm getting turfed home by the police. Just absolute, like, as I said, I'm a happy drunk. I'm usually fine. Something happened that night, and so that's my most embarrassing story that I can tell on air.
You can tell on air. Go on. You're next. What is it?
Say my name right, and I'll do it.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Caleb, what's your most embarrassing drunk moment?
I again, I don't know about most embarrassing, but the one I'll tell or be able to tell. I had a house party at mine. It must have been about 16, 17. My folks are away. They must have been away on holiday or something like that. And it was like round about my birthday. So I thought, have a heap of people from school down to my house, big house party. You know, it was spent so long through the day getting ready for it that it came to like half an hour before everyone was turning up that I realized, oh, I haven't fucking ate in most of the day. So okay, we ordered something in quickly, woofed down some Chinese or something like that. It was Chinese, and then everyone turned up straight away. 16, 17, no control over what you're doing. You don't know how to drink.
Yeah, you just don't know, do you?
You drink everything and anything. Must have been 2 hours into my own house party that I'm upstairs in my bedroom, face down on my bed, just fucking gubbed. And I was sick, face down on my bed, and I just remember just go onto my own face. So this drink and rice concoction just covering my face, and then someone like dragging me through to the toilet to be like, go be sick in the toilet this time. Emptied the rest of my stomach into the toilet, and then someone must have cleaned up my bed and let me get into a semi-clean bed. And we were about 2.5 hours into my own house party, and I was KO'd. I saw pictures the next day of people that turned up to my party that I just didn't see. And they still had a good time without me. So,
what a fantastic host.
What a host.
Very hospitable.
What a prick. Yeah, bad times. Bad times around. That was when I was like, I fucking hate gin and tequila. And to this day, I can't touch tequila, and I can drink gin, evil, no problem now, but I can't touch Gordon's gin. Gordon's gin.
Yeah. No, that's
one does it for you.
Yeah, those two are out since then, since 16, 17, however old I was.
Jesus.
Bad times. Right, Thunder, you're up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at disadvantage because Bryan knows mine.
No one listening does.
He was there.
I play a part in that one.
He does. And now I very much hope we're meaning the same one, because otherwise then I've had more than one embarrassing time. No, this was on foreign soil. And he's nodding, so that means I'm in the right area. No, we had a football trip to that went via the Isle of Ireland, and suffice to say, I did not survive night one, much less the rest of the bloody week. That it was the greatest week ever, but I suffered for it a long time. Highlights of it were too many strawberry daiquiris to be able to hold them within my system. Breaking my own suitcase with my arse. There was trying to clean a bathroom of the obvious nature of my illness that evening, and falling asleep in it. There is anything else? Feel free to add. It was the greatest week of my life.
It was the greatest football trip we've ever had.
Greatest football trip ever. It really was.
Really was.
Yeah, I was quite the mess.
On
night one of a 7-night tour.
You were just being Irish, Ted will sympathise, You just got to go for it,
Was it?
It's double.
I can't remember if it was the same night or when, because that same tour we went Dublin, continental Europe, back to Dublin, and then home. It could have been the second time, but someone in a nightclub handed me a camera to take pictures, and I was just like, "Yeah, fuck, I'll do it." And and I'm just like, I've never seen a camera like this before. This is a fancy new technology type thing going on. The buttons on the bottom for pushing to take photos. No, I was holding the fucking thing upside down and didn't realise. And so the photos I was taking were very arty.
Hi, Dad. This is 2007, so before proper smartphones. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
before
none of that.
camera.
Yeah,
Alright,
none of
nonetheless.
that. Everyone still had flip things going on. Yeah, that was the fact I remember so much about that trip is actually surprising. And I have had far too many drunken escapades that resulted in various states of embarrassing sickness everywhere to even recall. I cannot handle my
That's
drink
awful.
very well. Let's put it that way. Well, if I was Vago tonight, I'd have been away like 2 hours ago.
Can we assume tonight is one of Vago's stories and just let him off with that?
I mean,
Well, at
it's
least it was on
fantastic.
camera.
His podcast will end without him being
Yeah.
here.
We'll
Who's
get-
going to be Vago?
we'll
Get
you know,
Archer. He needs to
if
tag
we
in.
get-
Hot tag from Archer.
If we get the
Someone get him on the blower.
yeah, we should. If we get the less than a minute thing coming up, one of us is going to have to wrap up.
Wow.
Well,
sure.
no, Mitch, I have to love you and leave you guys. As well. I'll be the first one to call it in that one.
Irish goodbye.
Irish goodbye. I'll kiss you and love you goodbye. Fantastic. Well, I assume this is not how these podcasts ends.
No, usually don't fuck off early, but hey ho.
No.
But when the host is fucked off early, who cares?
Thanks, Alan. Thank you very much for that.
We're under 10 minutes now. We're under 10 minutes, and then we've got to see if he comes back.
Clock's on.
He'll at least get an outro, I'm sure. He'll get a wee outro going and
He literally was almost headbutting the screen.
This is the very definition of fill for time. Fill for time.
Yeah.
We're all right. Get going.
what a shit show. He's hurt. Just work the crowd.
Work the crowd.
That's it.
Right, well, love all you ladies. I'm going to have to call it that one. I appreciate that. And Vago, thanks for having your podcast.
Yeah.
Good.
You've been Ted O'Keefe.
Who younger, Caleb, and don't know who the hell you are. I appreciate
night,
that,
Gracie.
you guys, and stay safe, Bryan. Have a good one, guys.
See. I can't believe I missed this. I was waiting till the very end, so this is for you.
Oh,
I'm still fucking here, you dickhead. How dare you? How dare you? Fuck you, mate. Fuck you. I'm leaving now.
Leave on that note. It's less directed at you, more directed at him.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I'm more worried about winning, titles and trophies and stuff than individual games anyway.
I mean, that was my title.
That's fine. If you're mates with Ted, then I understand. If I didn't support Liverpool as well, I'm sure I'd fire the same shots at him as well. So
I think it was one of the first games we went to the pub after lockdown for. So it just made it fantastic.
I'm very aware
of my mind.
I've been on the sunbed today, but I got a new tattoo like last week, so I put my t-shirt over it. So it didn't get suntan. And I'm very aware you can see where it's cut off.
We'll clean it in post. You'll be all right.
Clean it post. Sweet. Great.
Yeah, we'll be all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, cool. I'm sure another week he'll be all right, just getting on the sunbed anyways. But
when's the first match?
Is
ours first?
No, I've got next Sunday.
Ooh.
So yeah, next Sunday. So I'm shitting my pants in general. Just about all the bookings, like anywhere. I don't know. I would have loved like 1 or 2 WrestleZone shows back to get nice and comfortable. The crowd knowing me, so it's not like you need to win new fans over.
Yeah,
would have been nice, but here's what it is. But no, WrestleZone's the second show back for me. Then I can't make not that I even know if I would be booked or not, but because I don't think they've even looked at the Academy show booking yet. But kayfabe, it'll be based on what the outcomes of hijinks, I'm sure. So but yeah, I can't make the Academy show anyways, so I won't be on that one, but I'm all free for the Christmas show, which is the first time I've been free for the Christmas show, because the last 2 Christmas shows I've not been able to make it. The last one obviously being sent to Africa by Alan.
I mean,
do his
it's a
charity
hardship.
work.
Someone's got to do it, though.
It is, yeah. I have missed Alan's bullshit, though. I don't know if I've missed him, but I've missed his bullshit. So, yeah. I just missed all the guys in general. I haven't seen you, Bryan, in
Years?
at this point, yeah.
It
There
is.
is. Years. Obviously, I was in with Thunder when I was training before. Things all changed and all that, but like,
No,
same with Vago.
We had a good group till you fucked
We
it.
had a solid group.
Yeah.
And then,
You
Sorry.
started it, you bastard.
Sorry,
I'm
man.
sorry. Sorry. I'm not a stranger though. But
Talking of that type of thing, and this is going entirely off tangent, and this will get cut. But I see you had a little a leaving party for Umar.
yeah, Thursday was his last day in at the FBWA.
Hello,
so,
Umar. Hello.
Yeah,
Where's he
Is
he's,
it still on? I don't know. They go fucked off.
Where's he going?
so he's moving up to Aberdeen
Oh, is he?
to
Oh, nice.
study at RGU. So expect him through the doors
Oh,
of
bugger.
WrestleZone any
Oh,
day.
bugger.
Oh, that's cool. That's
What's
I
he
think he's-
studying?
He told
I don't know
me
why I'm asking you.
ages
Because it's
ago.
him that's doing it.
No,
but, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different courses you can do now, so
Yeah.
it's
Is
not. It's
there?
not. It's
Oh, it's
yes.
changed since my day then.
I
Oh,
know
okay.
you can do whatever you want.
Really? That's
He told me
shocking.
months ago, but I can't remember. But no, you'll be. I think he's been in touch about starting training at
I'm so
WrestleZone. He
far
just wants to-
behind things. Yeah.
He wants to get going as soon as he's a good lad. though.
He'll be more than welcome. He's a good lad.
He's a
Yep.
good lad. He's very capable, and I think from what I can tell, he's getting more and more into his gimmick as well, which is obviously important, and especially in Aberdeen, very important. So he'll do well, I'm sure. Especially with you guys, I'm sure. To put the training academy over, you guys are really switched on and dialing into certain things that maybe get missed other places. So I think he'll really come on. He's got, from his time with Andy, he's got a lot of good
Are we into
good
we're
fundamentals,
Into
but-
we're into another ad now. Yes,
We're
we're
in-
plugging the training academy.
Very much in an ad.
Well, plug if you're further south, go to FBWA. If you're up north, WrestleZone Training Academy. That's places you want to be, guys. But no, seriously, I think he's got some good fundamentals from Andy. I'm sure with you guys it'll be dialed in even more. So happy days. He'll do well.
if we never hear from him, this conversation's
This is all getting cut. This is getting cut. He's getting cut. Fuck Omar. Fuck him. But we did get pizza on Thursday, so that was nice.
Yeah, I saw
Even-
that. You'd have been all right then.
Well, I had 2 bits because I was like, shit, I've got a show all week on Sunday, so I can't have too much pizza here because I want to look good. So that fucked it a bit for me, but hey ho.
You'll be fine.
You know what I'm like. Never happy. Never happy. I'm the person always
two
least
and
happy
a
when
half
I'm-
minutes. Is it safe to say he's not coming back?
He ain't
I
coming
think
back.
he's fucked, boys.
And
I think
the sweepstakes is he's done. He's fallen asleep on the toilet with his head on it.
I wonder if when this ends, he still gets the prompt to save it, or if we're going to lost this entire last part.
Oh fuck! Don't say that. Sorry, Mum. I hope not.
Well, it should just stay on his laptop, shouldn't it, until he
Yeah.
thingies it. But
Yeah, if he's been recording, it should surely all safe.
Hopefully.
So, yeah.
This is the weirdest ending to a mosh pit thus far, though, surely.
Yes, it's at this time. Welcome to Reflections, and
The heavy metal mixer has definitely claimed 2 victims tonight.
yeah.
Firstly,
it's-
Mickey Vago.
The heavy metal mixer, the PA went very early on, and they've been left just to play acoustic for a while.
Yeah.
This is the midnight hour, the drive home. This is,
Oh, do I have,
easy
oh,
listening.
do I have
Yeah,
to do my
easy.
radio voice?
yeah,
You're
go for it.
tuned in. You're tuned into the midnight show here on Radio XYZ. Coming up next is some very, very good heavy metal. And until then, let's leave you with a few jams that we kicked out last week.
completely off topic, but twice today I was in Home Bargains and I was in Tesco, and both times some Doobie Brothers came on. What a Fool Believes. And I was delighted because it's like one of those songs you don't even need to know the lyrics. You
do not.
That's all you need. You just need to make the noise. That's all. I was like, yeah, that's great. Happy days. That was a good time.
Oh, less than a minute. Well, we better wrap up then.
Like wrap up. Come on.
Yeah, it's just like, on behalf of Mickey Vago, this has been the Heavy Metal Mixer on Mickey's Mosh Pit, not featuring Chris Archer, but plenty of discussion about him. For Mickey Vago, we have been Bryan Tucker. We have been Mr. Kayla Valhalla. And we have been yours truly, Bluey Thingy. And we are here soon to not be here. We don't know when this is going out. We don't know if this is recording. We do not know if this sees light of day. If it does...
About 6 weeks.
I don't know.
It's a way to cut anyway.
Vago, stop spewing and come back, mate. Good
Cheers,
night.
guys. That's been fun.